Hello. Let's wait for some more people to get in here. No, this is not early. This is about the time that I would go live. Sometimes I think it's too late. No one's going to show up. Yeah, what's up, Ed? Hello, Brian. Hello, DCP. Nevea. Kimber. Oliver. John.
What's happening? What's going on? Got some people in here already. Mike Taylor, my guy Mike, one of the best auditors. Yeah, one of the best mods you could ask for sure. Ginger Snap, Ginger, baby, how you doing, beautiful girl? I love Ginger. Ginger's just crazy. I love that girl. Popcorn, get his popcorn ready. Mike Taylor, good. We have Adventures with Peachy. Liar. What do you mean, Adventure with Peachy Liar? I wonder who that is. What's going on there? Six Banger News. What's going on? Twyla. Then we have the Educators, spelled funnily. Elaine Rose. Cop.
If you go live, wouldn't you want to have, well, hopefully, if he has teeth, wouldn't you want to have your teeth in? I know if I didn't have any, and I had dentures, I would definitely put them in before going live. Maybe that's just me.
Cop Wash Transparency, Virginia. Brian Cooper. Kate McAllister, how you doing today? Glad to see you in here tonight. And Sticky, what's going on, Sticky? I gotta turn my phone on here so I can make sure some of these people are who I think they are, and I'm usually gonna tell that by if they don't have a wrench. Some of them,
hey Murph, what's up?
They should have a wrench thing. It's probably not what they get. Just saying. Okay, probably some people are wondering what people are probably wondering what's with the thank you. What's with the great, okay, I'm glad to hear that. What's with the title? Well, I've had several of my subscribers come to me and say, hey, Brian, this stuff's got to stop. We have to put an end to this bickering and arguing and everything. And people going to people's mothers' houses and doing all this crap. And we don't see any of them standing up and saying, that's it, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore.
Does anyone in here actually believe it was his subs? My opinion, and I've actually talked about this in Discord, and a few people shared it with me, is I think his wife gave him an ultimatum: either stop or she's leaving. And I'm sticking to that, to be honest, because I think that's exactly what happened here. But it won't last. If you know Brian and his obsession with Kate, with everyone from Masshole Report, he's not going to stop talking about us. No way.
And they said that they thought that I was probably man enough to do that. So when people come to you and say that they think that you're man enough to do it, and they don't think others are, they kind of put you in a spot. And they did. They put me in a spot where it was time to open my eyes and see what's going on.
Yeah, open your eyes to the fact that your wife is probably sick of your crap and she could leave your ass and take the kid. Although, as someone said in the chat, I agree. I think she should leave anyway. Because you're nothing but a snake in the grass.
To see who's winning and who's losing. And I can tell you right now, thank you, Elena. I love you too. And I can tell you right now, there is no winner and there is no loser. There's only losers. Nobody wins because somebody gets hurt. Somebody's gonna get hurt. I can tell you that right now.
And it'll
If
be
this
you, Brian.
continues, somebody is gonna get hurt. Somebody's gonna show up to my driveway and they're gonna come up my driveway, and I or myself are gonna feel threatened. And I have only one approach, and everybody knows I have firearms and I'll use them.
Yeah, that's a good way to show that you're not going to be an asshole anymore by talking about shooting someone if they went to your house. But yet, you went to Kate's house, you stalked her. So, how would it be any different if anyone stalked you? Not that they would. Because really, the only good thing in Maine is the lobsters.
And I don't want to. I hate to say it, but my 85-year-old mother's better, probably as good a shot as any of them. Somebody come in her driveway without announcing, she'd probably do the same thing. And I'm sure that probably Bird would do the same thing, because he's a gun man also. And it's just ridiculous. It doesn't have to get to that point. I think my subscribers are right. I think that Shannon was right. Wife of Massall. She said the other day that she thought that I was the one that needed to do it because nobody else probably would do it. You know, when people say, somebody says that to you, you know, it wakes you up and you start to think, you know, okay, what have I gotten out of this so far? What, you know, what have I, you know, what's the advantage that I've gotten out of it? What's the disadvantage that I've gotten out of it?
He could barely hold on to his walker. How is he going to hold on to a gun? I can imagine him holding a gun and it'd be shaking like really heavily.
You know, and there's, you know, there is no advantage. It's all you're doing is doxing this one, that one, and you've got people that are, you know, going after other people's work and their wives, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous, and you're guilty of all that. Remember, you claimed that by tomorrow you were going to have Sasha Crane's address and you were going to go over there and audit. You're nothing but a hypocrite. You're not fooling anyone. You might be fooling your brainless minions, but you're not fooling anyone else. They have their heads so far up your ass they can't even see straight. But anyone else will see right through your bullshit.
You know, who started it? I don't care who started it. Was it Massel with their reporting and so forth? And, you know, I don't, before I gave a shit, now I don't give a shit.
Right.
It's just gotten to the point where I see that my subscribers, and those are the people that I answer to, are my subscribers.
No, you answer to your wife. We all know that she's the boss, and she threatened to leave your ass. So the only move you had left was throwing in the white towel like a little bitch, like the little bitch that you are.
My subscribers want to see it stop. And I listen to the majority of my subscribers, and it's time I say it stops on my side. I've had, you know, was I willing to keep going? Believe me, I was more than willing to keep going. I was to the point of where, you know, I'd have gone as long as it took. And then a couple of my subscribers, I guess, got a chance to sit me down and make me listen for a minute. And so I guess if Who do you want to say his idea this is? It's
His wife, guaranteed.
it's probably Maslow's wife, or wife of Maslow, whatever you want to call her. And a couple others. You know, Banana Anna.
Oliver, I have no idea how he got Kate's address. It's kind of creepy that he did. Him and No Game Fraudits sat at Kate's house for 2 hours. 2 hours. Who does that?
D Johns knew me. Some of them that said, "Look, Brian, it's not, you know, it's not going to go. It's not going to end good
for you.
It's not going to end good." And they're right, because I know how far that each one is willing to take it.
So, no, you know that your old ass was going to go to jail for stalking Kate. You weren't going to stop.
So I officially can say right now, I'm done. I'm not gonna press things. I'm not gonna go and do the things that I had planned, and some of them were not very good things. I'll tell you right now. So that's it. Now, if they want to continue, that's up to them. I'm not telling them that they have to stop. I'm not telling them I stopped, so you have to. Hey guys, I stopped. No, I'm telling you I've stopped.
Right. We'll see how long that one lasts. Anyone want to start a pool of how long this is going to last?
If they want to continue what they're doing, then that's they have to answer to their subscribers, I guess. If their subscribers want them to continue, then they will, you know, they will be the ones that have to answer to the subscribers. At some point in time, you have to realize that I'm doing this for my subscribers. I'm not doing this for myself. There's not enough money in this. I get maybe $200 a month, and I spend Maslow's wife. I hope you heard half of this at least. And you know, I probably spend $200 a month. I mean, I spend $200 a week on crap, and well, not probably a week, probably $200 every 2 weeks. So you know, you're making a big amount of money, so it's not worth it, you know. Maslow's wife and a couple others, if you want to come up. I know Maslow's wife probably just loves to come up. She's the one who got me to where I am. Her and Banana Ann and a couple others, but Maslow's wife sat me down last night and drove it into my head enough, and I respect her and so forth.
Shit, sorry, I had the mic muted. What I said, I don't know if this came through, but thanks, Joshua Michael, for the $4. I really appreciate it.
And so,
thank you, Loyal American, for the $9.99. Really appreciate it. You guys are really awesome.
You know, as much as I hate to the thought, believe me, I was more than willing to keep going. But at some point in time, you have to look at, you know, it's not what I want, it's what the people here think.
He's lying about that. He didn't talk to any of his subscribers. You know that's a lie. This guy lies more than he tells the truth. You can't believe anything he says. And why should you? He was best friends with Josh Abrams.
And this.
Thank you, Joe I'm sorry, John Fukamoto or Fukamoto for the $4.99. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You know, and this group wants. It's not me. Can I see your face, please, God?
What the fuck are you saying?
What am I saying?
Yeah.
This right here is No Game Fraudits, and he's really pissed that Brian wants to throw in the towel. I mean, pissed.
I'm saying, I'm John. Maxwell's wife, can I see your face? Up there you are.
Yeah.
You're done what?
I'm done fighting. I'm done with this shit that's going on. I'm not gonna be going after this one, going after that one, and shit.
Gets exhausting, doesn't it?
And now for the background on this wife and masshole, she used to be a friend of Kate's until she turned on her and then joined Josh Abrams. Was buddy with him, did all his merch, and then once Josh turned his back on her, she went to Brian. Oh, she was also friends with Turtle Boy as well until he turned her back. So she basically goes and moves in on anyone that's not nasty to her. And then once they see her for who she really is, then she moves on to someone else. She's a fence rider to the full meaning of the word.
Oh my god, dude. All right, peace.
He got so excited he hit the wrong button. Hi, Massel. Hi, wife of Massel. Massel's wife. Okay, let's just say Shannon.
Yeah, there you go. That's fine.
I call her crotch rot.
I'm so happy to hear that. Did I hear that you're done? Like you don't want to continue fighting?
Well, yeah, I mean, basically you got to look at it to the point of top watch. See your face, please.
See, he can't even keep up with his
his
lives.
at some point, you're right. You look at seeing what's the end result, and it's not. It's
right.
not. It's not who wins, who loses, because there is no winner.
Seriously, it really isn't.
For the past 24 hours, that's all I looked at is what's my winning. What's my end game? What do I do to win?
You weren't going to win either way. So you should actually thank your wife for forcing you to throw in the towel before you got yourself arrested.
Right. What are you trying to accomplish? I think at the end of the day, too, it's so easy to get swept up in this stuff. I get swept up in it, too, myself. So I totally understand where you're coming from. It's real easy to keep going, and it's real easy, to make a choice and go at them. But at the end of the day, we got people's jobs getting called now. Kids are getting thrown in it. It's like, is it really worth it?
No.
It's not worth it.
Brian, you're better than that. Baby.
No, he's really not better than that. Not by a long shot. Unless you call stalking someone for 2 hours being better than that. He's not. He's a piece of garbage. He'll always be a piece of garbage. No, as the saying goes, you could polish a turd, but it's still a turd.
Well, I since I was a kid, I love a fight. I always enjoyed the fight. But
of course,
everybody enjoys a little fight. Well, this is getting to the point where somebody was going to get hurt. Because if somebody came to my driveway, and walked up my drive, they were going to be hurt. Absolutely sure. And it's all it would take would be somebody to do something stupid.
Oh, kind of like what you did to Kate? You are such a hypocrite, Brian. You don't even realize it. That's how stupid you are.
Someone to say, I'm going to push it beyond the envelope. I'm going to take it. Brian went to the end of the driveway, but I'm going to go halfway up it.
Thank you, Bruce Baker, for the $25. Wow. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And that would not be good. When you're in my position and you're disabled to the point I'm at, you come halfway up my driveway, I'm going to start giving warning shots. But so it's, getting better.
Aren't warning shots illegal? Oh, let me look that up. 1 second. Are warning shots legal in Maine? Yes, it is illegal to fire warning shots. If you fire a gun at a person, you must have a valid reason to do so. So right there, he would have gotten himself arrested. What a dumbass. Really? Ugh.
Their officers to stop it now before it gets to that point.
Right. And you drag your family in it too, like being miserable or being upset, because they got to listen to it. And,
Thank you, Ed, for the $10. I really appreciate it.
they now they become a part of it. And, it's no fun for anyone. So
Well,
I'm happy to hear that.
And a big part of it was I talked to my wife tonight. And I said to her, I said, I'm willing to continue. I'm willing to keep the fight up. I'm willing to take it right to the end. And I will definitely get to where I want to be.
And where's that, Brian? Jail? Because that's where you were headed.
She said, but what's the cost in doing it? Yeah, I can win, but what's the cost of winning?
Right.
And then is it a win if the cost is great? If my wife gets mad and says, that's it, I'm fucking out of here, I don't want to take a chance on someone, coming in the house and so forth, that's a cost I'm not willing to give up.
Interesting that he would mention that as an example, huh?
Right. And you're gonna make them mad, just like, well, some of them, I don't know specifically which ones, but you're gonna make them mad just by stopping too. So, that's how sick this is.
Why would we get mad? We're actually sitting here laughing because we know that it's bullshit. He's not going to change. I can guarantee you that.
Well, yeah, because there's people who love a fight. Well, don't get me wrong, there'll be plenty of other fights, I'm sure, between now and but not like this. This is just gotten out of hand.
Yeah, it would be better that you quit than if you fight.
Ugh, this guy's microphone. I don't know where he got it from, but he needs to return it and get a new one.
Good.
That?
They're going to be madder that you quit than if you fight.
KY, something wrong with your mic.
Yeah, I had to turn you down. My God.
Is that better?
Mike, Furry claimed in the video that she came there for business, but that's all she said. So I don't know. I think the business was Kate, but I can't prove it as of yet. But what other business would she have there? Think about it. She's from California. It's not too difficult to figure out.
A little bit.
They're going to be madder that you quit.
It's worse.
I'm assuming you're talking about the other people, not supporters.
Yeah, the other people will be mad that you quit. No more content for them.
Well, and that was one of the other things that I said look, all I'm doing right now is creating more content for Massel for Sunday night and for Polly for tomorrow. It's just Bird needed the content. He needed, his site was failing. And so he latched on to the most popular thing to hate on the internet, and that's NNE.
You're not that important, Brian. Get over yourself.
And that's how big this has gotten. So many people have gotten involved, myself included. I'm not excluded from this, just by listening and having a discussion about it. I found a video where I got included in it, where I didn't even,
Oh, Golden, he always claims that he's a victim. No, he does the woe is me and everyone is attacking me and all the other garbage. But he's not a victim. He's the one that really started all of this.
I take YouTube in like doses. So sometimes I'll be on here a couple days in a row, and then sometimes I won't be here for like a month. Imagine all the information I miss in that time. I don't know all the little details. I listened to you telling me your version of the story, and I just told you what I thought about that.
Dude.
Right. Yeah, he told you his version of the story, then you didn't even bother to get any other version of the story, which is typical for you. So I'm not really surprised. But remember, there's always two sides to a story.
But I ain't
Somehow,
fucking
I got
happy with
wrapped
you
up
one
in that.
fucking bit, bro. I am not fucking happy with you one fucking bit, Brian.
Really?
Yeah, you should have
Really?
had a conversation with me. I had no idea you were going to do something like this tonight.
Oh,
Well,
really? Okay, that's that.
oh, poor baby. Good to go back to his car where he's living and cry some more.
That's good night.
Whoa.
Good night. Bye bye. I don't need to listen to you tonight. I didn't know I had to speak to him in order to make my own decisions. It's never, right? Like you said, there'll be people who'll be upset, and that's one of them. It's not.
But why? I don't understand.
How many times have you heard his name get dragged through this? He hasn't been dragged
Yeah,
through
and I'm
it.
sure it's not fun.
He was dragged through it because he went with you when you stalked Kate. So of course his name's going to be put out there, you idiot.
It's not fun for anybody for your name to get dragged. My name gets dragged too. And it's like, at the end of the day, you know what? And it's my fault too, because like I said, I inserted myself in this when I decided to jump up here and listen to the story. So that's on me, and I own that, and that's fine. But I mean, at the same, and tomorrow you might get a whole bunch of things written about you or said about you. Ignore it. Move on. Don't even.
Oh God,
I get
so much shit written about me. I enjoy reading it now.
By Monday or Tuesday, they all gone.
I remember a great man once said, "There is no such thing as bad advertisement, because when everything blows over, you still have the name recognition."
Oh God, so funny.
And it's true. If they want to keep talking about me and make me famous, keep talking about me, make me famous, because everybody will forget about this next year.
Brian, you'll never be famous. Mark my words on that. And you'll still be talking about Masshole Report every day during every stream. You have really not much else to talk about. It's always Masshole this, Masshole that, Kate this, Kate that, Sasha this. Who else does he talk about? Fixa that. Come on, you're transparent, dude.
Nobody will remember what the fight was. Nobody will remember what everybody did. Nobody will remember any of the particulars next year, but they'll remember the names,
Well, I always say they're never going to look at the good things you did. They're always going to look at the bad things you did, and it just escalates from there. And then all of a sudden it gets worse. And then rumors fly, and this one's doing this. And then we got people being called pedophiles, sex offenders. And it's just like, come on, this is supposed to be fun. And this is supposed to be nice. And like, well, not necessarily nice, but where are we all going with this?
Well,
absolutely nowhere.
What I got yesterday, okay, when I sat down today and thought about it, we had a man in jail yesterday. We had an auditor in jail
Yep. Fraudatober continues.
And we spent more time on this shit than we did trying to get help for him. And
which shows your whatchamacallit, shows your obsession with Masshole Report. Kate lives inside your head rent free, and she always will. It's not going to change.
And we're a constitutional, community. That's what this channel. I'm upset enough I can't talk right now. That's what we were created. That's why I created this channel, was to help out the other, and we were too friggin' busy to help out that other. And I feel sad about that. I mean, yeah, we shouted him out. We gave him like, yeah, we did what most everybody else does. But I don't do what most everybody else does. I usually I go way above and beyond what I need to do to get a man out of jail,
Yeah, and who have you done that for? Name one.
To get money, to get somebody there, and I felt like I went just about as much as everybody else did last night, and that's not enough. And so that also helped to make my decision that, this is taking too much time out of our day.
You didn't make the decision. Your wife made it for you, and we all know it.
It takes too much time out of our show. I got KY Packer, people throwing shit in his car because of me.
No, not because of you.
Well, it's because
I chose to support someone doing good.
Right, but still, it's because of what's going on that's what's happening. Whether or not it's completely linked to this, or whether it's linked to this by way of association, it's still linked to this, all right? And you look at stuff like that, and it's like, God, I can't continue to allow the shit to happen. It's just not fair to everyone. It's not. I'm sorry, I'm just doing something real quick. Yeah, I forgot to do. It's not worth. It's not fair to my subscribers who come in here and support me. Like Cable. It's not.
Mike, mail order bride. That's what kind of wife he has. Someone basically wanting to be in the country so bad that they'll do anything for a visa or a green card.
It's not fair to Massel's wife of Massel when she goes to a panel when they attack her, or LT. Who goes to 2 or 3, 4 panels, and they just jump on him about his association with me.
Or Mike Taylor.
Or Mike Taylor. I'm gonna stop the fight. I'm not gonna stop the fight, because the fight is what we do for this community.
Yeah, DEFCON. Not only does this guy live in Maine, but Emo also lives in Maine. He lives in. I'm not going to say which city it is. I won't dox them. But yeah, they both live in Maine.
The fight of making sure that everybody gets the word and so forth, that fight's going to never stop. It's the bickering. It's the shit that you spend all day looking for information, and you go all day, looking through all your old friggin' videos trying to find where someone said something that you can use. It's crazy.
And bickering is
Sounds
not worth
exhausting.
it.
It is exhausting, very exhausting. When your show basically is about, you need to put family first. Yeah, and that that's what I do. Everybody will tell you that's why I don't come on until late, because until my family's in bed, I won't do the show. I have people call me up and say, hey, it's that, and I won't do it. Half the time I won't even answer my phone. during the time that my wife and my daughter and I are watching TV or having dinner or whatever.
Well, and I think, you know, someone that I used to have a lot of respect for said to me one time, and, you know, it's probably taken me about a year to really sink it in. And, you know, because I've only been on YouTube for about a year.
Who is this Lulu Ramos? I don't think I've ever seen her before. Is she new to their community?
But they said to me, you know, if you're going to be on the internet, you have to expect to get some shit, right? For your statements or whatever you're doing, you got to expect it, you know. So you're not exempt from that. So you got to understand, like, yes, you're stopping because this is getting petty, you know, and it really is. And Brian, you know, I like you. Like I said, you've never done anything to me. Going to Kate's house, I mean, I laughed, absolutely laughed, but you're also saying,
why would you laugh? What's so funny about stalking someone and their children? Is that really funny to you? Are you insane? Moron.
setting yourself up for some trouble there that you may not necessarily want. And it might hurt your wife too, you know, and who knows what they're going to twist that into. And even if it was completely innocent, it's not smart to add more fuel to that fire, you know. And I haven't heard the other side of it either, but I'm sure it's gotten just as petty over there too, you know. So I'm not just saying like you're being petty. I'm saying the whole situation and everybody that's involved, it's gotten petty. And yeah, let's not make it bigger than it needs to be. And, you know, tomorrow, if they say something or they do something, don't even watch.
Well, you know, that's what I said. I'm not telling them they have to stop.
Yeah.
That's not my decision to tell them.
Yeah, and no one would listen to you anyway, even if you did.
They have to stop.
That's it.
They need to look inside themselves and say, okay, what's good for my subscribers? What's good for my channel? What's good for, you know, what's good for my family? You know,
what's good to keep my wife happy and not leave my sorry ass?
What, you know, what am I getting out of this? What's the cost of it? And is it worth it? And if they can look into that and say, yeah, I want to continue the fight.
You know how I think it, Brian?
Yeah. What's that?
If somebody talks about you, it's because you're doing something good.
In what way is stalking good? In what way is anything that this moron has done good? Are you stupid? That was a rhetorical question.
You're doing something good, bro. You know?
They don't talk about somebody that's not making an
They don't
impact
talk about
because
you're doing bad. You're not doing good. And you're doing good for yourself, so keep doing it. And ignore these people that are just drama.
you know, when we made this channel, I mean, it was to support the community. And it was to help the small channels grow, like you know, Cooking with Lulu. You know, if you want to learn how to do some really nice cooking and
Lulu, I don't even know if you'll see this, but get away from this guy as fast as you can. Your channel will not grow if you're aligned with this guy. This guy is a real piece of garbage in every way possible. So if you want your channel to grow and you be respected, run away from this asshole.
And learn recipes that you would not normally learn anywhere else. You know, make sure you go over to Cooking with Lulu and subscribe to her.
I'm subscribed. She's got some awesome flan recipe. And what did it say? It said flanilla, I believe, that I'm going to make this weekend. And she's got some other recipes in there that I cannot wait to try.
I bet you if you got her number, if you had a question in the middle of it, she would accept a telephone call for some advice. I bet you if you got her phone number in the private chat, she'd take a phone call if you run into something. It's just the type of woman she is.
I love that. I love that. I can't wait to try.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
But yeah, that's what this group was made for, was, to help people like Lulu grow, was to help, get that word out.
If you want to help her, Brian, you'll never talk to her again, because as long as she's aligned with you, she's not going to go anywhere, because you are a real piece of shit. Real talk.
KY Packer, he's a support for the community, for the A1 community, and so forth. And that was our original plan. That's what we do. When I became to the point of where my ability to do the audits was less and less, and I had my heart attack and sat here and thinking, oh my God, now what the hell am I going to do?
When have you audited? We've seen one, if you could even call it an audit. You got into a fight with a security guard. I don't even know if you would call that a fight. It was more like I don't even know what you would call it. You were just holding on to each other.
I said I was one of the first panels that, I guess you could say I'm the OG, whatever the hell they call it. One of them. We had Jeff, me, and one other guy that really were the ones who started it. And now all of a sudden we've got them pop. And, as a matter of fact, if it got like that, there's Jackie, Jackie Good Citizen Green. I was on her panel today. She's doing an excellent job. So that's another one you need to make sure you go check out. So, but yeah. Yeah, and this is where we're supposed to be able to come here, take off our shoes, put our feet up, grab a cup of coffee, and relax. And that was not happening.
No, it's not.
There was no relaxation. It was every night. Hey, extra good citizen, how you doing? Every night it was fight. So we'll take the step and see what we're gonna do. Extra good.
And it's become a place too where like it's like us against them. If you support somebody, now you're the enemy, and you didn't even have to do anything, but just because.
Exactly, Lindsay. Not to mention that if you try to bring it up with him, he'll brush it off like it didn't happen. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you? You just got ripped off by a scam artist, and you're just like, oh, well, everything's okay now. These people in this community have to be the dumbest around.
You like that person, and you don't have a problem with that person. Now you're just such an awful person. It's just like ridiculous. Misery loves company at the end of the day. I want to surround myself with people who are happy, who, just don't have any negative problems, because that's where I'm at in my life. I don't want all this other bullshit. It's just not what I want.
Yeah, then why do you go into the masshole Discord starting shit with Kate and AZ? Hypocrite.
Oh man, I love peach cobbler. Kate, I love peach cobbler. I can't wait one of these days. I'll be in your area and I want a peach cobbler after that.
And let's keep in mind too that this is YouTube. We only see snippets of people's lives and what they're doing, and there's so much more that you may not even know that's happening in somebody's life. Just because you saw something here doesn't mean you know it all. That's just your opinion based on what you saw or what somebody wanted you to see. So at the end of the day, you don't know the whole story. Like, stop, it's not worth it.
Yep.
But anyways, Brian, I wanted to jump up here. I was actually in bed, and I got a message that
this Glenn Lambright guy, whenever he's on a panel, I try to turn on the subtitles because I could barely understand one thing this guy says. I don't know if I'm alone in that, but I can't understand anything. And sometimes there's subtitles, sometimes there's not.
You were online, and I should listen to it. So I came up here, and I just wanted to say yay, and I'm so happy for you. So awesome.
I think we made the right decision by not going ahead with the other plan.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so.
That's
So-
why
So
I
have
asked
a good night,
LT.
okay?
Does this guy KY Packer fan not remind you of an older zombie? He has like the same facial movements as that zombie guy. It reminds me a lot of him.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, you too, Massel. You too,
Thank
Shannon.
you. Bye, everybody.
Tell the husband I said hi.
I will. Thank you.
Bye.
That's why I thought it was a
She's back.
big good.
How you doing, Miss Brian?
That's a voice that I recognize. What are you doing here?
Nothing much. Being bored. Enjoying the beautiful night.
Cool.
Thought I'd come on and say hi to you, Mr. KY, and everybody else up here and everybody in chat.
Yeah, I just like giving Glenn a hard time. He's one of those guys you just push him around a little bit. He loves it. He's one of these wrestling fans. So
Well, it's hard to put
Yeah, Miss
reflections on all
Brian.
those
Yeah, I
channels.
did Miss Brian talk a little smack down with me.
yeah, we're always doing a little smackdown. Cuff him around a
Yeah,
little bit. He likes
you
it.
know, one day I'm gonna get you to come here and put the power driver on me.
Sure, I'll do it. I'll do it.
And that
Absolutely.
don't work, you fly plane wheel.
Yeah, you'll have to give me a chance to get my breath back after I do, though. It takes a second. You'll have to wait.
Okay, Miss Brian.
There's no hitting during break.
Oh no, he ain't doing break, huh?
Yeah, you got to wait till I hit you, then you can hit back. So,
Oh, okay.
okay.
I don't know. You look like the type of person you can do one swing can knock somebody down real quick.
Used to be back in the old days. I don't know now.
Oh, you don't know now?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. My arm's still big though, but most of that's got to be fat now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, Miss Brian, I do like mess with you someday.
I know. Yeah. So someday I'll
Hey, you can fire back on me anytime you want to, okay?
someday I'll come down and throw you in the bayou.
Yeah.
Glenn, did you get cold on there today?
Yes, sir. When I got up this morning, it was 42 and the high 47.
Now, how long did it take you to put sweatshirts on all them chickens?
Yeah. Well, shoot, they safe right now. Well, they're unusual for Louisiana to be this cold in October.
There's already
Yeah.
snow. There's already a foot and a half here.
Yeah. Sure, I lived here in Louisiana. Sure, almost, I want to say when I'm about 6 months to a year old. And I ain't ever.
You know what I would like to see, since he's changing and not gonna fight with it? I'd like to see him apologize to El Sancho for calling him a pedophile, and also apologize to every single woman that he called a cunt or a bitch or whatever word. Maybe then it would be sort of believable, but no, not right now. It's not believable. I'll believe that when I see him apologize.
Very well, I seen Louisiana this cold in October and November.
Everyone says my mic is distorted. I'm going to drop down and come back up.
Yeah, okay. Maybe that'll fix it. Hey, Enerchick, you should come up, shall we? Sassy Assassin. That's right. Sassy has an announcement. So I think Sassy should come up and make his announcement. So,
I wonder how many subs he's going to lose because he's decided to throw in the towel. I guess we'll see.
Sassy Assassin. And Shelly, get up here. What are you doing? You kept the peace? Well, I'm trying to keep the peace. I don't know if it'll work or not. They're going to do what they got to do, but Do. Yeah,
They
come up,
can let
Chad.
me come up, Miss Brian. I want to head back to the chat, okay?
Oh, so you don't want to be up here with me, huh?
Nah,
So you don't like the channel anymore, huh?
yeah, I like you.
Well, then what the hell are you running away for then? You got some other channel you want to be at? Someplace better?
I'll be in chat, listening to you and talking to everybody else.
Yeah, that's what you say. That's what you say, but you're actually over with Polly. You're just sitting there and talking to Polly and doing a little chat in mine. So that's what
Hey,
you're
you
going
got
to do?
Mr. KY there,
Well, that's
talk to us,
fine.
Mac,
Well,
with
I
you
don't
too.
care. I don't care about KY. I wanted, all of a sudden you're going to go run off to another family. What the hell's up with that?
Yeah. No, I'll still be on your channel in chat.
No, you'll be sitting on somebody's panel and then just throwing a few words in my chat. I know what you're gonna do. Get the hell out of here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but you be careful. Nice seeing you again, Mr. Brian.
Okay.
Mr. KY. I'll be in chat, okay?
Okay, I'll see you later, guys.
All right. Does that sound better now?
If you've got a power on that thing, you should try turning it down.
My head looks big as fuck.
Yeah, you take that.
Yeah, well, if you take your hat off, then your head does look big.
It still looks big. I can't fix the shit. I think I just got a big old fucking head. That's all it is.
It looks like we've got Polly Crispy. Polly Crispy, you're welcome to come up on panel if you want.
Yeah, I've been using since yesterday.
What's that? Well, I think he was going to do something. He was doing a thing on.
I'm saying I didn't adjust any settings on the computer.
Oh, okay. Oh no, I thought you were saying that Polly
No.
did anything.
No, I'm talking about my computer being so loud.
How you doing there, Steven? So Sassy, what are you up to? You were telling me that you were getting ready for an adventure.
Yeah, nothing great so far. I'm just trying to build up a channel so eventually I can put out something positive content wise. But Shelly.
And here's the professional victim.
What's up?
What's up?
Hey guys. Listen, I'd like you to invite Polly up on the panel. Polly, you are invited to come up on the panel as per Brian at New England. Like, share, and subscribe. Love ya.
I'll be right back.
Did you come up here just to do that?
No, I actually came up here to show you guys something.
Oh, what you gonna show me? Don't porn bomb me. Oh no! Wait a minute. Let me turn it off. Let me go.
We're talking. Oh, is that a zipper sweatshirt?
No. Dude, hold on. I'll show you what it is.
Me likey.
Me likey. Oh.
That's what it is.
I could
You're
really
on your side of your house there, Kelly.
I could really show you what that is, Shelly. I mean, I could really use that for.
You probably need to have your blood sugar. You might want to have your blood sugar checked.
Yeah.
She got that idea from me the other day.
Brian, do you know what that was?
What was that?
It was ferment whipped cream.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Sassy was just starting to tell us what he's building a channel. He's building his channel, getting it up and ready.
Are you serious? That's awesome, Sassy.
It's far from being. I have probably I have less than 20 subs, and I might have less than that after I get done talking to y'all.
You're finally doing something with your life.
You can go ahead and drop, Shelly.
No,
I was
I'm
just
just
kidding.
being mean.
Look,
I'm sorry. I
seriously,
was just being mean. No,
seriously
seriously,
though,
no.
the reason I come up here,
You've been mean to me, and I'm only that way to people when they slight me, and you slighted me. So there.
Okay, now we're gonna be good to each other.
but that's exactly what I was getting around to. You know, this whole back and forth. You know, whereas it might bring in views and things like that, but it's completely toxic. You know,
Yeah.
and you might say, well, you know, I don't even have any content. You know, how could I be part of the community if I'm not even participating and putting out videos and shit like that? And here's how: as a viewer, it's toxic to anybody. It would kill a fucking house plant if you left this shit on play.
Oh.
It would literally kill a fucking house plant.
Yep, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And
like
there's
I
no
said,
reason as grown adults that there can't be some mature avenue. And with all these viewers and all the potential for the positivity that could be happening, and it's nothing but negativity instead. It's a shame.
Yeah.
I want to say.
I want to
think
tell you.
everybody should treat each other with respect.
I agree with that, and don't go anywhere yet because I want to tell you something. All right, imagine that you have a molecule of water, like a small piece of water, a drop of water, and you're gonna look at it under the microscope. No, you're gonna look at it under the microscope at the molecules in the water. Okay, now. If you were to take that molecule of water and put it on the panel today, and you looked at it, it would have the beautiful shape of a snowflake. Okay? If you take that same one over to L beep, it's going to be a chaotic, jumbled, it looks like a piece of trash. Okay, Brian? So let's continue to be that beautiful snowflake. Now, I know what you guys are going to say. Oh, snowflake. No, not that kind, guys. The kind that you don't see in Florida or California.
Yeah, they run back and forth.
Brian, I just want to say that you're awesome. I did go on Polly's panel today.
Mm-hmm.
And I went over there to represent you. Okay.
Well, you absolutely. You know, it's funny how things work out because Polly actually sent me a text today that he was looking for one of my videos, and I actually agreed to go on and unprivatize one of my videos just so he could look for something on that video. Now, if you'd have asked me yesterday if I'd have done that, if he'd have asked me yesterday, I'd have told him to go fuck himself. Right? Okay. Well, today's because I'd already listened to people and started making my decision and so forth. When I saw that, I said, sure, Paulie needs it. You know, it's not a big deal for me to unprivatize something for them long enough to look at it and see if there's something they can use. And if there isn't, a reprivatize. I mean, it's not a big deal, but you know, that's what I want to get back to. That's the guy I used to be. You know, that's the guy that I used to be. The guy that if somebody needed something immediately.
Oh, bullshit. Does anyone in the chat even believe that? Come on.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to think about it. I'd help.
Somewhere along the way, a little bit kept poking at you and chipping away the kindness and until it got to the point where that just kind of dissipated a little bit at a time.
Yeah, and that's, you know, it doesn't cost nothing to get back to it. So it cost me a dime. You know, maybe some skin. You know, people want to skin me alive. Yeah, there are people, as you've seen, who don't want me to get back to that.
Mm-hmm. But the haters are gonna try to bring you down to their level, Brian.
Yeah, I know.
What level? He's the one that started all this crap. So if you should be saying that to anyone, it should be him.
And it's not good to see you come on panel and be mad right away. It wasn't that way a month ago.
No,
We need to get back to that. Yep.
Brian,
Mike is
what happened to
outrageous,
him?
Kayla.
What happened to No Name? What happened?
oh, I don't know. He's got. There's something going on that I can't get into it.
That's okay.
There were plans set up. I had plans for an attack that would have taken out a bunch of people.
Mhm.
Right. I call bullshit on that.
But that's just, I don't need to do that. I don't even need to get into it. But Heidi, are you mad at me? Heidi, where is my Heidi? There she is. Heidi McKay. She's in here. KJR. Some of these people I didn't get into. Mark Wright says.
So can a troll be wait, hold on, I had a question.
Listen to this brain
I forgot how to
surgeon.
ask it.
Brain fart.
Well, okay.
Brain spasm.
Is a troll always okay? Is a troll a sock account, or is a troll somebody even and they're being an a-hole?
A troll is someone who goes to someone else's panel or channel and just stirs shit up just to stir shit up. That's a troll.
A troll is
just-
somebody
they
that
just-
tries to trigger people.
Trigger people, stir them up.
So am I a troll?
Or to trigger a situation.
You're-
A troll
you're-
is somebody wants
You're
to
far from
know.
a troll.
No, not a
Am I
troll,
a
Shady. Not a troll.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
KY Packer, your microphone is outrageously sensitive. I don't know if it's under your shirt right there on your throat or what.
No, it's on my laptop like it's always been. Is there a control that you try to turn down?
The
Yeah,
decibel level is
sensitivity's
really
too-
high.
Yeah, it's working out. Maybe you could push the computer further away from you, or push yourself through a little bit.
Yeah, take it out of your vocal cords, please.
Yeah,
Yeah, it sounds like you swallowed the microphone.
yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's a little better.
Hey.
Just,
Brian, I gotta get something off my chest, and it's not
Oh,
mine.
really?
And it's,
Oh,
and
really?
it's not my talk.
is it your bra?
Is that better?
Uh-oh, I did something. What was it?
I hear a background. So I had a dream about Josh last night.
How come you never have dreams about me?
I've never had a dream
Look at you. Who would have a dream about you? Be more like a nightmare. Am I right, ladies?
about Josh.
Have you
It was
ever?
so crazy.
Do you ever dream about me?
I probably will tonight. Now that you're
Okay.
talking about it.
You could call me out. Tell me about it.
But we almost snuggled. We almost snuggled. And then he said, I don't want to snuggle. He went away. I don't want to snuggle. I don't even like Josh. Why am I having a stupid dream about it?
She doesn't even like John. Didn't she have a crush on him? I believe that's what I heard.
I told you, if you and I had met in Boston, we would have snuggled. I guarantee
You
you
mean
that.
Boston?
Yes, Boston.
See my
yeah.
see this is I slept in this last night. That's why I dreamt about him.
Probably. It felt like he was snuggling you.
Hey, Anna, that's your man, okay? He's all yours. It's just
I was going to try to get you in a little bit of trouble and get you talking about it even more, but I guess you already caught on. So
Yep, I sure did. I know politics these days, Brian. I've gotten burned a couple too many times, actually.
So I got to ask, the $1,000 question, or how is everything
Yeah, that's why you never stick your dick in crazy.
with the roommate? Is it getting better?
Oh, I moved. I got out.
Oh,
there.
you got your own place now.
Yeah, I said, hey, I'm moving, and she goes, when? Today? I said, right now. And I walked out the door.
Yeah. Mr. LT man.
Because I didn't want drama. I didn't want her crying, her kids crying, or her yelling, or I didn't want drama. So I just said, I gotta go, and I left. like I said, my Uber's coming to pick up me and my stuff. I didn't even tell her that. I hurried up and I got the bike though real quick because.
So she gave her a place to live, this friend, and then she's going to leave without telling her. What a friend.
I didn't want her to go, oh no, I don't want you to have it now after I already put money into it and like fixed it up and everything. So I hurried and got that and brought it onto public easement off her property, you know. That way it was mine then. Yeah. Right?
Yep.
Why is it that all of these people are pieces of shit? I don't get it. I know they say opposites attract, but do pieces of shit attract?
I got all my stuff and put it on public property. And I got out of there, Brian. I had to, okay?
Oh yeah, you're better off to do that before you destroy your friendship. At least by doing that, you can keep your friendship. I mean,
if you leave without telling the other person you're leaving, how are you going to save your friendship? They're not going to talk to you again if you do that, especially if they did you a favor.
If you'd have stayed there and bitch and argue and so forth, that
we don't have a friendship anymore, though. We don't have a friendship anymore.
You may not right now, but that doesn't mean,
Yeah, well,
the next year.
Her friend texted me like, "Oh, why did you ask this guy for $2 million because you fell in the gopher hole?" And I was like, "Dude, first of all, we don't have gopher holes in Florida."
Thank you, Kenneth G, for the $5. I really appreciate that.
Okay. There's a whole story to this. But her
asking somebody
like,
for $2 million is way past a cup of sugar.
Yeah.
I didn't ask him for $2 million. I asked him for 4 days of work to compensate me for falling in his hole on his property, on his 8 acres of land. And he is a multi-millionaire. If it were me, Brian, I would have said, "Hey, you know what? You got hurt. You know, I'm really sorry. I couldn't walk. I was on crutches." He goes, "You know what?" I would have said, let me help you out. No,
how deep?
I'm
how
really
deep
sorry.
was the hole?
Oh my gosh! It went all the way to my knee.
Oh, okay.
Don't make it. I know you're gonna think of some kind of a stupid joke. I can already feel it coming. Feel it coming. Here we go.
Just thinking if there was a big hole and there was a big pile of dirt there, you know, maybe you just push the dirt in. I don't know.
Look, you know, I look out for snakes and stinging nettles in Florida. I never
you know,
when I found the hole, I said, "What the fuck put a hole here? Why is there a hole here?"
Maybe there was a post there at one time.
No, Brian, there wasn't a post there.
How do you know?
So why did he have? It was
a cleverly devised trap to trap your fucking leg into.
I'm starting to think that she was trying to play him. She didn't get hurt, or she fell in the hole on purpose. That's the vibe I'm getting from her right now. What do you guys think?
It was a trap to catch people sneaking around the property.
It was a blind.
It was at night. It was at night when I fell.
Oh, so you were sneaking around the property at night.
I was going to get I left my Apple Watch before I went on the little paddle boats, and I left it, and I went down to look for it, and I was out for the count. So how much fun did I have? But how is her friend, my friend, supposedly friend, gonna say, "Oh, is it true that you really asked for $2 million because you fell in a hole and he gave you that, you know, a good time there with everybody and you got to stay there and camp out and all that?" And I just blocked her. I didn't say a single word to her friend. I just blocked her right away. Because first of all, she doesn't know me. She has met me one time. And that means that my friend is talking smack to her. Hello? I got into so much crap there because of her exes. Like, her problems were my problems. Her baggages were my baggages. And
Yep.
I was really like run down. And to be honest with you, she didn't like you guys, and that's because she doesn't understand you. You know what I mean?
She didn't like
She
us.
liked Brian. Okay.
Oh
listen,
well, of course
let
she
me-
liked me.
She didn't like Josh. Okay. Shocker.
I can't
What's that-
imagine that
what's the
after
sign?
what.
What is the sign for shocker? Never mind.
Yeah. Wow. You know, I mean, after the words that he kept using with her, I thought he would
Shelly's
be.
up here just throwing up random gang signs and shit.
Oh, she really is a loony bird, isn't she?
Yeah, she just. Next thing you know, it's like people are going to come out and kill her because she did some gang sign she didn't know about. I did not throw her out. I did not kick her out. Okay. So I'm going to hear now, oh, Brian kicked her out because she was throwing up gang signs.
Oh my goodness! Well, you know the whole reason I came. You know why I came up here? I was to talk about seriously trying to end the toxicity within the community. That's basically it. You know, and a lot of people are thriving off of it, so I doubt it'll end. But you know, I wish you the best, and it's definitely not good for anybody involved, especially not even anybody watching. Like I said, you could put this shit on play and it would kill a fucking house plant.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you and I, basically, we don't like each other. I mean, we're going to be honest with each other. You and I don't like each other, and that's fine, but we can be cordial. If you've got something that you're trying to develop, I don't mind you coming over and.
Did she really just put R.I.P. Sasha's bird? That's disgusting. If anyone didn't know, recently one of Sasha Crane's birds, who she was very close to, passed away, and now this nitwit is doing this. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up.
Putting up, putting
now
a link in the.
you see what I'm talking about, right? Do you see the type of division, like something like what Shelly's doing right now, what type of division that creates? And that's exactly what I'm talking about. And so
Y'all want to see the gang sign that I used to have when I was in high school?
With that being said, before
does anyone believe that she was in a gang? Come on.
Shelly says a whole bunch of nothing. I'm gonna
okay, I won't. No, don't.
I'm definitely hopping down
Sassy?
because
Where
obviously
you
what I'm
go?
saying. Excuse me. Obviously, what I'm saying went
fine.
completely
I'll
over
be normal.
your head. And so, I mean, I've already said what I had to say, and that's it. So, I appreciate you letting me know.
You were talking about toxicity, and you were talking about that we need to end it. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
Brian gets that.
maybe you'll look back on
the link.
Maybe you'll
drop
look
a link down below.
You might look back on it later, and maybe you'll understand what I was saying. But right now, you obviously haven't grasped the concept. So I'm gonna hop down, and
he'll never grasp the concept. He's so obsessed with Kate and Sasha. It's never gonna end. You watch all his streams. I would bet that at least 10 or more times during that stream he'll mention their names.
Have a good night.
Okay, let's talk about Sassy now, since he just like exited that way. God, I cannot keep the peace with that dude. Hey, KY Packer fan, how are you doing?
Doing good. That kill sound started?
I guess it's just a little better. Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't change any settings since yesterday or the day before. Just logged down like normal.
Brian,
you're not getting my notifications, TV. Did you try unsubbing and resubbing? I think you already did that one.
Or just unsub.
Shelly, what can I do for you?
Brian, look, he's right. We have this great divide between everybody.
Because you were being mean to him.
No, I
You
wasn't.
were throwing up.
No, she wasn't at all. Just like she's not being mean to Sasha by putting R.I.P. Sasha's bird in there. Dimwit.
Gang signs to him.
Dude, I was.
What was the,
No, what I was doing was just
What was the one you were-
orchestrating what he was talking about.
is that what
Not
you
it.
were doing?
Oh yeah, like that.
Yeah, but
You can't undo it now.
no.
I got a gang sign for. I'm just kidding. Sassy, you know, I don't know what to say to you, dude. I don't know.
Officer, stop resisting. I like
Who
that.
is
name.
that?
Hello,
I don't know.
guys.
I don't know, but
Hi,
I like the
Sticky.
name.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
Respectfully,
Oh my gosh,
social
it's Hoosier.
distancing and wearing my mask.
Hey, that's the guy that I did a video on, the one that got tased. That was an awesome video. I love doing that one.
You know we're not in the same room, right? You know you're okay with no mask, right? You know that, right?
Yeah, it's
I don't-
different
I only-
on the computer. It's different on the
I only
internet.
say that because I did that this morning. I wore my mask for the hell of it, and they were giving me a hard time. KY Packer up there would give me, you don't need to have a mask. I was wearing it.
You're supposed to have it over your nose too.
Sorry.
Yeah, put it up
Yeah.
over the nose. I feel threatened.
You got
Well,
glasses.
I'm
So what's
wearing it.
up?
I'm not real sure the legal implications of all this yet. So, I mean, I'm learning from you guys.
Keep your identity hidden.
That's
Don't-
what I mean, that's what I'm trying to do here. I just wanted to say, look, that probably killed it right there.
I don't think I know you.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I'm new to the community. I'm a tater tot. Came here live
cool.
with Furry. Whenever Furry came to Boston, and
Yeah.
and I just wanted to. I was hoping to try to get all this set up, get up here before Assassin left, but I wanted to. I made this comment on a couple other things in chats, but not live. I'm you know, am a newbie to this whole community, and I've done a couple of videos, and it's a lot of you that have inspired me to do this, and it was also the community itself, and I tend to agree with Assassin. I was trying to get up here before he jumped off, but all this inter-community stuff is a real turnoff from a viewer perspective.
Yeah,
I love y'all's. I love y'all's work and what you do, and I enjoyed your walk around with No Name the other day, Brian. But this inter-community stuff.
So he's saying that he loved it when him and No Game Fraudits stalked Kate. What a community this is. Wow.
This is one community that has to have each other's backs, man. All this backstabbing and backbiting is a big turnoff.
Absolutely, and that's why
And I don't want to step on any toes, but I just want to
Well,
make that comment.
And that's why the show is what it is today. It's saying that's it. I'm done. I'm stopping. I'm sick of this. You know, we've got somebody's got to be the bigger man. Somebody's got to stand up and say, "That's it. I'm done."
I was hoping that's what the title tonight was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I love watching y'all collaborate and work together, and you know, it's kind of hard to take everybody seriously that's involved in this. You know, and what a lot of us would like to see, and I had a lot of people, agree with me on. I forget what stream I was on last night, but I was on the chat. But I've had a lot of agreement that we just want you guys to get back to cop watching and auditing and do what you do best.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and that's see, there is part of the problem. Everybody is so busy sitting in front of their computer researching everybody else, looking for shit.
Well,
You
the
know?
law enforcement's doing enough of that already, right?
Yeah, and what's
Yeah.
happening is the law enforcement and the people that don't like this community are sitting there just eating this shit up. They are so happy with seeing us divide each other. You know, they don't even have to do it themselves. They're just dividing each other. You know, yeah, we're just killing each other.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but I've noticed because I have a certain amount of funds set aside to help support this community and live super chats and whatever. And
Oh wow.
I don't know if you noticed, but your donations have gone down. You probably see that, in conjunction with your, bank statement over time. But yeah, I mean, I'm not as inclined, to like come up on these live streams or on these panels and kick super chat in.
Yep.
You know.
Exactly, and and to me, it's not about the money. Don't get me wrong. I'm not.
That has to be the funniest statement that I've heard. Of course, it's about the money. That's all it's ever been about. It's not about protecting rights. It's about how many views you could get, and if you're monetized, how much money you could get by harassing people. That's it. That's all you do.
I'm not attacking you about that. It's not about the money. It's about what are we looking to get out of this? What are we looking to get out of this fighting? What are we willing to lose along the way? They're calling my wife's work and trying to get my wife fired, which
I still call bullshit on that. He's also claiming that where she works, I won't even say it. They're doing a lockdown because people have called. Get the fuck out of here.
Can't do. They love my wife where she works, so it's not an issue. All right, but it's just it's that they're doing it. All right, so what's the end game? I had plans in place that I was gonna destroy 2 or 3 people this next week.
Yeah, right. Like anyone believes you. You're all talk, no action, Brian. You can't do anything. I honestly don't know how you found case information, but actually, let me rephrase that. Someone probably found it and gave it to you because you can't really do shit on your own.
And why? For what? Just to be able to say I won?
You wouldn't win.
And it's not worth
There's no big prize with that. I mean, are you going to get all their viewers? I mean, no, not particularly.
That's what I'm saying. It's what you get out of it. What's the end game? What's the prize? The prize is you destroyed somebody.
And you would never destroy them. So what kind of prize is that, Brian? Stop patting yourself on the back. You're nothing. Absolutely nothing.
The prize is you outed somebody and everybody. It's not worth it. It's not worth what you lose and what other people lose and the people you. I got KY Packer up there. People are throwing stuff at his car. I've got wife Massel. People are screaming at her on panels now because she's part of us. LT Man, they're giving him a hard time. Every panel he goes to, they give him a hard time because why do you support somebody like that is fighting? So I mean,
they called my friend and threatened to take her job from her.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's not what I'm willing to lose. It's what I am willing to put my supporters up to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the ones saying, "Look, we've had enough. We're done with this."
Devin, in Massachusetts, there has to be 3 cases of stalking before they'll do anything. And so far, there's 2. So if he does it again, then yeah, he's going to be arrested.
And so when they say, "Hey, we don't go any further with this," this is not my platform. I built a little platform, but my subscribers are the ones who gave this platform the link.
Your subscribers? Oh, bullshit. People that come to your channel are all from Josh. You didn't get any on your own. In fact, if Josh didn't shout you out, you'd probably still be at about, give or take, 400 subs. You wouldn't be where you are now. I think you have 2,000 and change last time I checked. But if it wasn't for Josh, you wouldn't have any.
Of the abs, when my abs are only so long, but each subscriber gives that arm a little bit more weight. I reach all the way across the world. I've got people in the Philippines. I've got people in Australia. My reach is great.
Think about why those people are here, though. I mean, I understand the trouble that you're having with a certain bunch.
Yeah.
And it's. And I can see where you have to respond, and the hard part is how to respond without turning off your audience.
Well, you don't necessarily have to respond. You have to protect yourself, your viewers, and your family. Sometimes responding means just shutting up and taking it. Just absorbing the thing and moving on. It's the threats to your family. It's the threats so that they're going to do something.
Thank you, Tracy B, for becoming a member. I really appreciate it. Welcome.
Those are the things you have to make sure that you're taken care of. But when somebody calls you a name or says something that you've done, I mean, I know I'm a good person. People on this panel.
Oh God, I almost choked on when he said that.
No, I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I don't need to prove to them I'm a good person. If they don't think I'm a good person, that's their problem, not my problem.
No one thinks you're a good person.
I got to a point where I forgot that.
All that matters is who you are.
No, your inner asshole decided to come out. You've always been an asshole. You were just good at hiding it in the beginning. Not so good now since you've become obsessed with people.
You are now and who you've established yourself to be now. I mean, and if you take that and shift it in the wrong direction, then the attractiveness that we.
Hey man, I just want you to fucking say that you threw me off your panel because I didn't fucking bounce out of here. You threw me off your panel.
No, I threw you off the panel.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so audience, he threw me off the panel. He doesn't. He's being very hypocritical.
Holy shit! This guy's acting like a little bitch. Get over it already. He abandoned you. That's what they do. You're going to find out sooner or later. So lick your wound, take the L, and go away.
Tonight, I don't know what his problem is. He didn't take his medication, but he should have talked to me before he did everything tonight. And I got to get out of here because I'm too worked up.
Okay, bye.
Holy shit!
Hey Brian, I just want to. I can't apologize for him, but I can apologize for myself. When I first came on here, I was pretty immature. I was just like, oh, I'm going on Brian's channel. I'm gonna go on the panel. I'm gonna have fun.
Thank you, Trevor Chard, for becoming a member. I really appreciate it. Welcome.
And that's kind of how I took it. I worked all day, and I didn't really see the seriousness of how the panel wanted to go tonight. And so I want to apologize to you and to Sassy for not taking it seriously, because I know this is serious stuff, but damn, dude, like I don't know. I like to have fun. but I know it does need to be talked about.
Yeah.
I'd rather just sweep it under the rug and hope it goes away.
Mrs. Potato, hold on, Mrs. Potato, that was Sassy Assassin. I'm sorry, no. That was No Name Audits. I'm sorry, No Name Audit.
Okay, so Brian, that little thing right there is exactly what I'm talking about, because the reason that I'm here, the reason why I'm subbed to your channel, and the reason I'm subbed to No Name's channel is because of the interaction y'all had the day that y'all greeted Furry to town. Y'all welcome Furry to town, and I watched y'all afterwards, and that's what I want to see. I don't want to see all this drama. I'm not here for drama. Yep. And not that I'm going to quit your channel or anything, but I thought it's important, like Assassin did, that a viewer perspective needed to be injected into this whole thing, and it's not just me and Assassin. There's several other people in the chats while y'all are talking, and while these things are going on, that are saying, yeah, it might have been actually one of your streams where that conversation was going on in the chat. I'm not sure, because I take in a lot of them. I'm trying to learn. I've had a couple of amateur attempts that you can see on my channel, but I'm trying to learn from all you guys how to do it. And I like your approach because you're the boss. You're the boss when you get out there and I loved it when y'all walked up to park rangers and set them straight, because that pompous attitude they have, just, that places them between the rich they protect and us.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're between the rich, they protecting us, that means they place themselves above us, and they're not above us. They are our servants.
That's right.
And that,
they got to change the wording to that. They're not your servants. Do they serve the public? Yeah, but they're not your personal servants. That's one thing that irritates me about what these guys say when they say, "Oh, you're my servant," or "you work for me." It's like, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
I'm glad you brought that up, because the whole situation was that, and you probably know, was that No Name had gone over there and they wouldn't give their name. They disrespected him. They didn't even want to talk to him. They just kind of blew him off. And he came back over and told me about it. And I said to him, you can't let them get away with that. You cannot let them think they're above you. They are not. They work for you. You don't work for them. We got to go back over and we got to set that straight.
And no, that's not setting them straight. And they don't think that they're above you. They're just trying to keep the peace and making it so people obey the law. None of this, "Oh, you work for me" crap. That's bullshit.
And so I went back over, and I was being nice. I was just looking at the vehicles, and I would nicely ask for their ID, because they weren't wearing, it was all covered up. And you saw the attitude. Yeah. And you saw the attitude start, and then you could see my attitude grow as their attitude grew.
Yep.
And that's the way, if you're going to do audits, that's the way you need to do it.
No, that's not the way you do it. That's why we call you frauditors. There are some real auditors out there. That's few and far in between. But there are some out there who do it right, just like cop watchers. The ones that just sit there and film the cops and keep their mouth shut, they're the ones doing it right. The idiots cursing at them and doing all the shit that they do, no, that's not the way you do things. That's why we call you frauditors.
Don't walk up and being an asshole and expect to get the true reaction, to get the true police officer. Go up and let him give you a chance to be the asshole before you do.
Brian, way to help.
Go ahead, Shelly. I'm sorry.
Way to help. No Name build his confidence to do that.
Yeah, I thought so too, and also the fact that y'all were there to back each other, and also I don't whether you realize it or not, as you're doing that sort of thing, you put a master class on for me, a newbie, on a range of different things. You know, how to approach, how to react, how to meter yourself, and apply the appropriate the appropriate admonishment to where those cops walked away in shame. There was no doubt about it.
And that's what they needed to do. They needed to understand that, look, this is, you're just because you're, a ranger. I'm not ignoring you. I just saw somebody in there that I wanted to wrench, and I hadn't seen him yet until just now. So I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to wrench that person before I lose you. I usually can't find them. And
Yeah, you give some of these officers, I mean, not the Rangers, but I don't think they carry guns. Maybe they do. I don't think so. But you give them a gun and a hello.
Hit the torch button.
And what was that sound?
It's the torch.
Oh, it was.
You'll see in a minute. Watch 6's screen.
Okay.
Smoke across the water.
I was just saying that if you care to hear, is that as far as like with some of the police officers, and a lot of them, 75 to 95% of them, you give them this the weapons and their shiny badge, and they try to walk all over people, and they try to assert unnecessary force upon people. And so when we're able to have that confidence to stand up to the tyrants, then we can actually make a bit of a difference. Damn.
Tyrants, that's another one of their favorite words that they don't know the meaning of. Otherwise, they wouldn't use it in the instances that they do. But no one claimed that these frauditors were smart.
I just got a contact.
yeah, I get contact highs from him. I love it. I can't smoke anymore. So. Yes.
Somebody
Mrs.
in your
Potato.
background, KY.
Yes, Mrs. Potato. You have a wrench. Thank you, Mrs. Potato. Hey, Mrs. Potato. Also, thank you for the intro. I just got to figure out how to attach it now. So now I have 2 different intros I like. So thank you very, very much.
That was my son. He just came from inside. He said it's really getting cold out.
Is it?
Yeah, they're talking about like 34 tonight.
I wonder what it's going to be around here.
Your mic's all mumbled.
Alrighty then.
Hey, Brian, I have your state logged into my weather app. That way I know how cold you are every day.
Wow, that's not too stalkery, is it? It's kind of creepy. Yeah, I have your state in my on my phone, so I know how cold it is there. Does that sound creepy to anyone else, or is it just me?
That's nice of you. So if I need to know the weather, I can call you up. Obviously, I'm just looking for excuses to call you up.
To call me up.
You know that.
Call up.
It's a good thing people know that I always flirt with you. Otherwise, I could probably get in a lot of trouble with that too.
And your wife probably knows that you flirt with the women on the panel.
Oh no.
Oh
no. I never tell her that.
She would kick his ass like there's no tomorrow.
That on the DL.
You're busted now, Brian.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Six bang. We missed you last night.
My wife knows that I flirt. I went to the Philippines. Mind you now. Everybody's seen what my wife looks like. They know that it's dark hair and dark skin.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the Philippines. It was like a kid in a candy shop. It was like, oh my God, just pick one. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
She did not let me get away from her very much.
So, officers, stop resisting. Have you been able to do any audits yet, or cop watches? Or do you have a channel? You said you're in the community.
I have a channel. It's Officer Stop Resisting OSR News. I do have a couple of videos on there. There's one where it was fortunately it was a 2-alarm fire, but it was a 2-alarm fire call. But luckily, the homeowner got the fire out before the fire department got there, and they made sure everything was cool, and the police were there, and then I did another a store cop watch, which was a spur of the moment. I happened to see it happening, and went down there and just gathered up.
Wait, wasn't his channel called Hoosier News Now or something like that? Did he change it to that Officer Stop Resisting? Does anyone know?
My courage, because I have never done anything like that before. My instinct is always to stay the hell away from cops, and so anyway, I'm slowly building up my courage on that, and I'm looking at you guys and learning what I can and can't get away with, and
Then don't learn from these guys. Seriously.
but yeah, I do have a couple of videos there. I got about 33 subs, I guess, last time I looked, and
Well, I think a lot of us are in. Mhm.
Well, I mean,
I do want to try to build that channel, but personally, I'm hoping to find more good stuff
Drop
done
the
by
link.
cops than bad.
Well, drop your link in here, and just do good content. Do good content.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out too.
Once in a while, come over here, bring a video, bring a short video. We'll let you play it. We'll let you check. We'll check it out here, and we'll do half the video, and then if they want to see the other half, they gotta go to the
Yeah, you have no idea. He's
got
gotten me a lot of subscribers just from doing that, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, we play. Yeah, we play half of the video, and then if they want to see the rest, they have to go over to and link and so forth. And
Where do I put that link?
Just put it right in the chat. Like if you were gonna say something in the chat, just put it right there.
Oh, most of the time that don't work.
Well, it should be for me. I don't think that I have
jump down probably.
You gotta type it in fully.
Yeah, you have to put it in.
I don't know if that's linkable or not.
If we can just go to OSR News, is that it?
Well, I'm not sure how YouTube is handling the search for my channel since it's so young. I find it right off the bat if I put the whole thing in there, Officer Stop Resisting OSR News. But I just put the Officer Stop Resisting part on there for now, just so everybody knows what OSR stands for.
Sure.
Mike,
yeah.
And Mike Taylor, could you check out his page and come back with a link, bro?
I appreciate it. That's not really what I was here for, but I appreciate that.
He just
Oh yeah, I'm glad you came up, dude. I'm
private chat. Okay, hold on.
New videos to watch.
I've been trying to, kind of. I love this community. Watching from the outside, I watched for a little while, and I was like, I like this whole concept. I think I'm going to try it, and I've gone out a couple of times in the past week trying to find something happening, but I didn't really find anything. I need to get the scanner thing going, but that way I can. I don't have a scanner at the moment. I got a scanner app, but.
Well, I have definitely a couple of tips for the next time you go out to build up your courage, and one is don't film alone, and then another is have like a backup phone. Brian, you do that, don't you?
Yeah, I don't use don't use your regular phone.
I have two phones, and the one I use for that is a different phone that doesn't even have service.
Right, because once you get 1,000 subs, you want to make sure you have service so you can go live if something starts to get scary or something, because that's how we know what's happening to you, is by you going live, and then we see what's going on. As a matter of fact, what I'm starting to do now is when I go live unlisted. And then I send the link to 3 or 4 people that I want to be able to watch me. That way it doesn't show that it's on. Nobody else is watching, just the people that I want to watch, and that gives me the ability to be able to edit it. If I want to edit it, or I can just release it. I can get home and just flick it over and release it as a regular live.
It means edit it so any parts where they get owned by the police, they'll take out of there, because that's what they always do.
Oh, wow. But it's good. It's a good way to do that if you don't want to go live, if you're nervous and so forth. Some people just don't want to go live.
I'm not a nervous type. Just I'm nervous about having my rights violated. That's what I'm nervous about. And I see it happen, and the reason why I ended up discovering this community to start with is because I saw a friend of mine have his violated, and I'm seeing what he's going through, and I know for a fact that there was no reason for it, and
do your
but
research.
It happened anyway.
Do your research.
Yeah, do your research in the city that you're going to too.
Yeah,
that's how. Right. Yeah.
Because you need to know what the laws are. You need to know what the ordinance are and so forth. At least so you know them. Even if they go against the Constitution, you need to know them, and you need to be able to say why the Constitution overrides that. So,
yep.
But until you're comfortable, don't get to the point of where they're gonna throw the cuffs on you and throw you in the car. Because if once that happens, you'll never do it again. So do the soft audits. Do the stuff that you're not going to get thrown in jail. Do your cop watches where you come up on a stop and you stay back further away. Don't get right up close until you're comfortable with it and so forth. And don't push until you know. If you don't know what the law is, don't push on it. All right. If you're assuming that's the law, don't push on it. Make sure you know what you're talking about, because all it takes is one time that you don't know what you're talking about, and they throw you in the back of that car, and you're.
Well, of
fighting.
course, that's where the fear comes from, where the anxiety comes from of doing the whole thing is, the possibility of messing up. But yeah, I'll take
my word of advice for this guy is, if he wants to learn how to audit or cop watch, do the opposite of what these guys are telling you. If they tell you go left, you make sure that you go right. If they tell you to go up, you go down. If you listen to these guys, you could get arrested probably almost every single time. And then you have channels like mine, Schrodinger's Cat, who else? Masshole Report, who will do videos of you getting owned for all of our subscribers to laugh at you.
that is good advice on the making sure I know what's going on, especially local ordinances.
Brian, I'm really glad we're sorry.
That and never go out where you don't have people know that you're going out. Make sure that people know you're going out cop watching.
Yeah, don't go in your own city.
Yeah, so that way if you don't come back, they know to start looking for you. Because what ends up happening, sometimes you get thrown in jail, and if you don't give your name right off, they'll put you in as John Doe. And then I don't care how many times you try to give them your name, they won't.
I forgot one. Also, Vilified Freedom. I can't believe I forgot that. He does more further videos than I do. Big shout out to Vilified Freedom.
Take it. You're already in as John Doe. Well, your family is going to call looking for you, not John Doe. So you need to let everybody know what you're doing.
Hey, Brian, shit, I'm sorry.
Shelly.
Brian, sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, I'm done. If you have something, go ahead. Absolutely.
Q&A panel for newbies and auditing tutorials. New idea for you, maybe, Brian. Oh, God, no. God help anyone coming into the auditing community that takes advice from this nitwit. It's not going to go well for you. I can guarantee you that.
Oh, I just want to say I'm really glad that we're talking about this, because it seemed like for a very long time, we were all dealing with the mess instead of dealing with the message.
See?
And that's what I do want to get away from. So Sassy, you're right. I kind of played it off like it was a joke, like it wasn't a real concern, and it was. So for that, I do apologize.
See the example that I just gave you? Mrs. Potato was telling you that's exactly what happened to Furry Bear. To Furry. This is Furry's wife. That's what happened to Furry. Was what'll end up happening is if you don't give your name and you piss them off, you could be in the back seat of that car screaming your name at them. They aren't going to listen to you. They've already written you. They've already called you in as John Doe, and once they call you in as John Doe, that's how they're going to leave you. After that, all your family's calling up looking for your name, and
Well, here's an easy solution: give your name. Is that so difficult?
you can sit in there for days before somebody gets a chance to realize what's going on and looking for registers and so forth. So
They did the same thing in News Now community. He gave his name and they didn't care. They didn't listen. They put him in the car, put him for 3.5 hours and then let him go.
And you can get lost in the system, especially if you're in a big city. You can get lost in the system and spend a few days.
That's fucking scary.
You spend a few days in jail. If you piss them off, they're going to do whatever they can do, to press the fat.
Hey, Lulu.
Yeah, what's up,
Well,
Lulu?
Steve,
Lulu.
You dropped
I'm not
Lulu
out
for
there.
LT, man.
I'm not necessarily going to be out there to confront them, like you said. My intent, and you can see it from my videos. I did actually talk to the police officer in the one with the fire truck thumbnail. I did talk to the police officer, but it took everything I had, gather up my, and a homeowner had called him over before I got him. So that gave me a little confidence, if they can, call him over and ask him questions, so can I. And I walked up and told him I was, some local independent news media, and had heard about it on a scanner and wanted to ask him about the situation in the first video, because in the first video I was too chicken to talk to the cop. So
yeah.
So I wanted to
I saw the less you say, the better. Just remember that too.
Hi, Ginger.
I try to keep. Sorry, Brian. I was just going to say
They'll hold you accountable, and they'll try and trip you up on a lie or something, or twist it, and everything you say, it will be held against you.
Everything you say is held against you anyway. That's called the Miranda rights. But if you're not going to cooperate, you're going to piss them off, and they'll just take that much longer. How about cooperating, even just a little? Give your name. It's really not that big of a deal. And you'll find that your time goes a lot quicker and goes a lot easier for you.
No matter what, because that's just what they do. They're not your friends. They never will be.
Well, and like Mrs. Potato was saying here, they ghosted Furry. They shuffled them from cell to cell to cell. And they do that when they want to keep you, And if you, because a lot of guys, you'll say, well, I'm not going to give you my ID. I'm not going to give you my ID. And then when they arrest you, they won't take your ID. And that's what happens with Furry and stuff. And so if they want to be assholes, that's just the stupid stuff that they can do.
If you're going to be an asshole to them, they're going to be an asshole right back to you. They're human beings. Not saying that you're a human being because you don't act like one, but if you give them a hard time, they're going to give you a hard time right back, and that's their right, no matter who they are.
They may regret it. They may regret it later, but at the time, LT man, can I see a face, big guy.
Well, I see there's a couple of other people that have joined us. I'm gonna sit here and relax, and if you need to dump me for let somebody else in, no worries.
Not a problem. Sit back and listen. You might learn something or something.
I'm learning. I am learning.
Yep.
I'm learning.
That's what we're here for,
Dude, you're not going to learn anything from them. Mark my words on that. You are not going to learn one goddamn thing.
trying to get back to what we came here to be.
Amen to that, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, OC. I just subbed before you leave.
I hope I just got
Jackie.
you some. I think I just got you a few subs. I think so. Good luck.
There's
Hopefully.
Jackie Jack.
I just shared. Hi, everybody.
Hello,
I came up
Jackie.
because Lulu told me to come up.
LT man.
I thought I seen Lulu.
What's up,
But she
OT?
went down when I
Say,
came
what
up.
happened to Lulu? She was up here.
I don't know. She was the one that made me get up.
It's like they do it at opposite times.
She comes up and then gets you up and then leaves.
I got a little tilted.
Right, you don't let them both at the same time.
I fell asleep.
See, this is another reason why I do these videos, to debunk this nonsense, because someone that's just coming around watching these videos might take what they say as how it goes, but it's not. It's the complete opposite. And that's why we do what we do, so we could stop the misinformation from spreading like wildfire.
On my own self, I was watching a movie, and after I got off my live, and I passed out. I think I talked myself to death in the last 2 days.
What have you been smoking?
Yeah, looking tiredness. I just felt slow. Yeah, kind of, but not really. I was on the live this morning, and then I said I'm gonna go to sleep and wait for Brian's. And
Sheriffs are liars. They will stalk you. They will illegally ID you. They will pull over Ubers. They will charge you based on lies. Yeah. You've been listening to Furry too much. That's bullshit. 100% bullshit.
I fell asleep.
And then she got up and did her own. And so then I said, well, I'm not going to do one if she's got one. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to go on hers then.
Did you come back up after I left?
No.
Did you make another video when I left?
I don't know. I just remember that I've got to go to your site for a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I just remembered something.
What's up, KY? How are you?
All right. Yeah, people afternoon, you're starting to order. Look at the case of blind justice. News Now community. Just yesterday, we had the case of the young man, the auditor up in New Hampshire, on public property, and they arrested him.
In New Hampshire?
So what was this young man yesterday that we were talking about?
No, he was in Delaware.
Delaware.
Anyone know who they're talking about? I'm not sure if I heard of this one. But he probably wasn't on public property. And even if he was being disorderly, well, of course they're going to arrest you.
Delaware something or other, yeah. But, on public property, right next to this road sign with the Maryland State sticker on it, inches away, the cop said, oh, that's private property. Well, obviously it's public access because there's a road sign with a Maryland sticker on it. It's not a private sign. That's a Maryland State sticker. That's obviously public access.
But that doesn't mean that it's public property.
But they arrested him anyhow. So just because you know the law doesn't protect you from arrest.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was confident enough to think that, well, I'll give them my name so that they won't arrest me because I'm on public property. You have to learn when to back down.
Yeah, that's what I said this morning on my channel. We were talking about I'll just plug his channel, and Travis Hines. He's I guess a traveler, if you want to call it. But he lived out of his car, and the same thing happened to him. He got arrested in a public library because the library posted their rules and regulations, per se, on the Facebook app instead of putting, signage on the door. And he didn't know, and he was in there, and I guess, because he's not your well-dressed person, they called, the tyrants, and they came in and they arrested him. He's got a great video on there, and he's doing all his court papers on his blog channel, because he has two. He has his auditing channel, and then he has his blog channel. He's really good. He's really good. You can check him out, and he's got, like I said, he put his case out there, and he's basically just trying to figure it out. But he's stuck out there. I'm Michelle Gloria.
I just wanted to mention that Jackie has a panel that she does during the day. When are you doing that, Jackie? You're doing it at
That's what you went to run. I'm going to be doing it at 12 o'clock.
I went to make sure that I'm subbed because I thought, I said, wow, I was like, because you said that today, and I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't see her notification. And so I just went and made sure, and yes, I am subbed.
How did you know I was on? You just searched me, or does it showing you?
It showed that you were on, not on my list of people, but just, when I searched for lives, you came up.
Hey Jackie, can you drop your channel in the chat?
I will in a minute, because I don't know how to do that on StreamYard. Being that I'm up here, I can't even read I would have to go to my other device. That's how what I do with StreamYard in the morning.
I'll try to do it, Jackie.
Do you read the private chat?
Bring me on the bottom.
Yeah, if one of the maps.
Hey, Kayla, if you can find that Travis Hines, can you drop his link as well? He's very informative. He has two channels. He has the Cop Watch, and then he has the what is it? What did I say? A Cop Watch, and then he has a personal blog that he's talking about his court case about getting arrested. It's pretty interesting. I've been following this since day one. It's pretty good.
Hey, Lou.
Hey,
What's going on?
what's up, everybody?
Hey, you came back.
Oh.
I never left.
What?
What's up? What's up? You bounced down.
You must have bounced down at one point because you weren't there.
I had to come back up on Marisol's phone.
Yeah. See.
Where's Marisol?
She's right here. She's hiding. Come on.
Get your ass over here, Marisol.
Hi.
What's up?
How are you?
Hello.
What's going on? What's going on? Finally.
Yes, finally.
But come on, what the
Hello.
hell? Pero habla, ¿qué te pasa?
Bye, ¿qué te pasa? Come on. I'm shy.
And look at this.
What's okay?
No Game Fraud is back again. This guy is a psychopath. He truly is. He's gonna bitch and moan that Brian threw in the towel and now he's by himself. Man up, dude. Grow a sack.
Anyway, talk to them.
Brian, what are you gonna do when they don't stop calling your house, and they don't stop calling your wife's work, and they don't stop calling and harassing you, and they show up at your house? What are you gonna do?
Just talk about that off stream.
They show up to my house. We'll talk about it.
What are you gonna do when they don't stop
say this
calling
on
your
here,
house,
they
and
know
they
name.
don't keep going to you? They don't stop calling your wife's work. Is that what you're doing this over? You think they're gonna stop?
Call them.
Do I think they're gonna stop?
Yeah.
It's no name. See, this is the situation. It's not a question I'm doing this because I want them to stop. I'm doing this because it's just going too far. I'm doing this because each
Do you
step
think wait. Do you think they care how far they take it?
Let me finish. All
LT,
right.
you kissing me?
If I don't stop and I continue to push this forward,
You're gonna lose your wife because she'll walk out on your ass. She should anyway, as I stated earlier.
then I'm at fault for anything that happens. All right. So I would rather that's it. Call it good. That's it. I'm not going to fight anymore. And then if they want to keep fighting, that's up to them. It's not up to me. It's up to them.
You guys should just talk on the phone.
Yes, no name. He wussed out He threw in the towel like a bitch, like the bitch that he is.
Yeah.
I wish you would have called me before you did this tonight, Brian. We've talked a couple of times today on the phone. You didn't say nothing about this tonight, all day long.
Well, it's because I've been thinking about it throughout the day, and I have to come up with a decision for myself, not.
I mean, the peanut gallery knew about it before I did. That's not right.
What's that?
I said the peanut gallery knew about it before me.
Oh, cry me a freaking river. What a bitch.
Who's the peanut gallery?
What did I miss?
Are you talking about the people in the panel?
No, I'm not talking about the people on the panel. I'm talking about enemy chat. They knew about this. They knew silently behind the scenes this was going to go on. So you guys are all talking behind my back today. And here I am, your right-hand guy with everything, and you're not even saying shit to me, dude.
Me paper. What did I miss? What did I
You
miss?
kind of like threw me under the bus, bro.
What did I miss? Because like we're trying to just create peace. What's going on?
Oh yeah, you guys actually think that's going to happen? I mean, if you guys believe that, then you guys believe in Santa Claus.
I
Hey,
do.
what do you mean? Santa Claus not real?
No, Santa Claus ain't real.
You just broke my
Santa
word.
Claus.
It's stupid to be talking right now when they're mirroring it.
You broke my heart, no name.
All right, Brian. I guess I'm gonna call you after your panel's over. But dude, you know what, man? I don't know. I'm disappointed in you, bro.
Aw, poor baby.
I wish you would have had a hot talk to me before this. I shouldn't be doing this on a fucking panel. This shouldn't be content for another fucking channel.
Oh, and it's content, right? It's good content. It'll make more people laugh at you. And of course, now Brian is muted and looks like he doesn't realize it. This is a panel of dumbasses. It really is.
Hey, no name. Would you still have his back if he needed it?
Do I still have his back?
Yes.
I have people's fucking back no matter what, man. But I mean, this is not
All right.
fucking cool what he did.
Well, y'all need to talk about it.
I'm lost, so I must have missed something on
I'm
the
beside
chat.
myself right now, Brian. I really am beside my fucking self. I really am truthfully beside myself.
Oh my God. Grow a fucking sack, dude.
I did not. A lot of us. I had to go make a whole new fucking Facebook chat to talk to people, and we're all didn't see this coming, Brian. We're all kind of like, what the fuck happened? When no one saw this happening, Brian.
He searched his heart and made a decision.
He's on mute or something. Does he know he's on mute?
No.
No, we can hear you.
No, he's
I
on
had
mute.
two choices. No, I was on mute.
All right.
My wife. I was talking to my wife.
Oh.
You know, I had two choices. I could either freaking computer.
Can either stay married or do the crap that you're doing.
There's, you know, you have to look at what's the end game, and there is no end game.
But you know what? I mean, I don't want to.
Brian, you did an all-day fucking panel yesterday. You realize that you were calling on all kinds of cats yesterday, making an all-day panel, and then today it's like a complete switch-up move.
Right.
Dude, I'm sick of this shit. No name. I mean, think about it, man.
No, you guys aren't order this. Let me talk order here. Let me talk.
No game. You're not an auditor either. Not even close. Not by a long shot. If you guys didn't know, this guy lives in his car. So obviously he has nothing better to do than to sit here and bitch and moan about this stuff.
Guy over here. This is between me and him.
Should do it offline.
What are you doing on this panel, bro? I mean, you're going to
Dude, I'm talking to him right now. I want to talk to him. I don't want to
call him on
anybody
the
else's
phone.
opinion right now.
What's wrong with you?
No problem, man. You just don't have to be an ass for everybody else. No, man. Come on.
Yeah, call him in private.
Yeah, call me later. Call me tomorrow.
He'd rather
Call
talk
me wherever.
drama and give him drama.
Brian,
I mean,
you know,
you're
I don't
giving
know,
me-
bro.
you're giving
I
me
just
good
don't see.
content.
I don't get you, bro. I don't.
Nobody gets you.
Dude.
What's going on here, bro?
Have they called your
You
wife?
dragged me into this, Brian. You dragged me into this, and you're fucking leaving me in this by myself. Thanks, buddy.
What do you
How are
mean
you-
leaving?
I'll call you
How
later,
are you-
Brian. Thank you,
What do you
bro.
How
mean
are you
leaving
by
you in?
yourself? What do you think? I'm not. I am not doing auditing anymore or something, dude. What's wrong? Just because I decide not to fight with people anymore? Whatever. See, this is what I was talking about. You know, that not everybody's going to be happy with my decision, and that's fine. You know, that's fine.
Brian,
You're
did I
not-
miss?
You're
Did I?
here to please yourself. Please
Brian,
yourself.
did I miss? Is it because of this morning that you were friends with certain people on my panel, and that's what's everybody up in hoopla about?
Oh no, I mean, I'm not the person that you're talking about. I'm far from friends with. As a matter of fact, this
I need my glass.
is that you, Gordon?
Well, the thing is, you don't have to be friends. Everybody can coexist. You know, I mean, it's a big. YouTube's big. You don't have to.
Sassy Assassin was on just a little while ago, and like I said to Sassy, I said, I don't like you. You don't like me. But that doesn't mean we can't find common ground where we can exist in the same area and not fight all the time. You know,
right.
and not cause hate and discontent. That's what I don't want to do anymore. I'm not saying I don't want to audit anymore. I'm not saying that I don't want to take on the big fight. You know, if I need to fight for an auditor,
Oh yeah, he's gonna take on the big fight with his walker. Dude could barely walk. How is he gonna take on a fight? Seriously.
I'll fight for an auditor. If there's an auditor in jail and I have to go down there and fight with the department and get him out, I'll fight with the department. I'm not saying that I'm giving up fighting. I'm saying I'm giving up that fight because there's no win to it. The win is me taking a gun and doing something stupid when they're in my driveway. What good is that? You know, or them, or you know, they do.
See, we're not you. We're not gonna go to your house and sit there and stalk you like you and No Game Fraudits did to Kate. You have no proof that anyone's gonna go to your house. Kate won't. Trust me, Sasha's not gonna travel all that way just to go to your house. I won't. You're not that important, Brian. No one's coming to your house. I can promise you that.
Do the same thing to me when I go at the end of their driveway. You know, that's what.
It shouldn't be like that. It should be if we're all in the same street together, are we all going to stand together and fight together? Or are we just going to sit there and just fight among each other?
Sounds to me like lucky that's happening in Mass. You come bring that shit to somebody's driveway in Texas, you get your ass shot.
You do that shit in Maine.
At least.
You do that shit in Maine and you get shot.
Oh yes, the mean streets of Maine. I don't know about you guys, but I'm terrified of the mean streets of Maine.
Buried. Nobody ever finds your ass.
You don't know who's on the other side. You don't know if that other person could take a handful of drugs and say, screw it all. You know, they did this and now I lost that. Same thing we were talking about. Like, we don't know who's on the other side. You have a cycle on the other side.
Like I jokingly tell people, okay? I own 30 acres in a backhoe. Figure it out. You know, freaking with me, maybe you'll disappear.
But for real, why would you talk like stupid on a live?
You mean like he was?
No, like
I'm sorry he's mad. I mean, and I guess he can't get along.
people are fucking mirroring this shit. You talk dumb.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
Are
think's
we
gonna
getting
happen?
mirrored?
Yeah, look at Golden Eyes.
Gotta give somebody else for tonight to have a different show.
What are you
because
talking
that's
about?
when
Me,
we
you
get our
mean?
toes.
Not you, no.
No, I thought you were saying, my God, if people can't understand a joke.
No. It's beyond our time, Brian.
So what's on the menu next, Ramos?
Yeah, let's switch the subject.
Here we go, food.
Always food.
Let's eat some cheesecake.
Always food or LT getting raped.
I'm just trying to change the subject because Brian obviously didn't want to talk about shit on this channel, and someone jumped on and just.
It's like they're willing the drama. They want the drama, and you don't want the drama to end. And it's like, if you want like a General Hospital type show, then I'm sure there's a channel for that. But
Yeah,
after 4 days of the same nonsense, it's just like
It's probably longer than that.
you're like your brain screams. That's why I said yesterday, four different places I went. It was all the same thing, same thing. Like you don't even want to talk on any of the channels anymore.
I agree, Jackie. I agree, Jackie. That's why I jumped up here as a viewer to make my comment. Assassins, Breeze. I mean, we need. And you know, I learned a lot from everybody, and that's why I sub and I sub because I like what you guys do. And that's that need to concentrate more on that instead of this paper place, Kardashian crap.
Oh my God. It's like a playground of all little girls, They all fighting for nothing. For nothing. For what? That's not what we started and that's not what we came for. If you read the description, it's just where auditors come and relax, take off your shoes. How the hell can you relax with all that craziness? You can't even drink coffee because you're choking on it, trying to defend everybody,
Yeah, they live on it. They feed on it.
And that's pretty hypocritical because your husband, I guess, Furry Potato, lives for it also. I mean, look what she does all the time. She harasses synagogues. She harasses people on the street. She harassed a woman who was at a vet to put her dog down, calling her a horrible person and making her cry. So who's the one that feeds on it? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Absolutely. Some people do.
If you don't give them anything to talk about, where all these channels came out of, like these little entities, and they don't have any content for tonight, then what are they going to talk about? That they couldn't talk about us talking about the same thing?
Misery talk about somebody else's efforts and you about how they do what they do and what best to learn from others if you don't have anything really. I mean,
eventually they'll move on to the next one or the next one, and until that person blows their brains out and they go looking for these people and they get into a lot of trouble, then they'll realize cyberbullying is a thing. It's there for a reason. There's laws against it for a reason. There's COPA laws out there for a reason.
I was wondering about the YouTube terms of service on all this.
You just got to give up the subject.
Like Miss Potato says, they keep repeating the same crap. And the more they repeat it, they repeat the same thing and they add on a little bit more. And by the time it gets to the next day, a little bit more has been added. My God, they even got videos of them saying what they're saying. It's so tiring already. How much Tylenol can you drink and still be able to catch up with it?
I'll let you
and
know.
It doesn't go away. It doesn't go away.
I'll let you know.
I took at least 6 yesterday. Like, oh my God, it's like the same thing over and over and over again.
Mrs. Potato is smart about this stuff because she seen Fury go through it and so forth. And she's right. They feed off this stuff. This is their main food. Like right now, even what we're talking about. You've got GoldenEye still mirroring us, making a story about us. She's using another one. So no matter what you do, they're not going to stop the fight. But that's not why we're doing it. We're doing it not because we want them to stop. We're stopping because we're going to stop.
You're not going to stop, and I guarantee it. You're way too obsessed with some people to stop. It's like a drug to you. So don't try to get the high ground here because you definitely do not have it, Brian.
If they stop, good. If they don't stop, that's fine. We'll deal with it.
That's it. And that's the only thing you can hope for. I mean, if they can't play nice in the same playground, well, then I guess they could stand outside the playground and watch us play. Because we're going to play, but we're going to play nice. And same thing I said, keep that drama somewhere else. Take it
We need
somewhere
a
else.
torch
I'm sure
that
there's
is
other
6.
people. And if you lose people because of it, well, then I guess you lost them.
We need a silence.
What the hell is that? Is that LT man making a little gay Chewbacca sound?
The gay Chewbacca sound, maldita sea.
Hey, Brian,
He did that
take
today.
a minute and look at those dimples.
What the hell was that?
It's a gay Chewbacca sound.
That sounded like his Chewbacca impression.
Jackie calls it the gay Chewbacca.
Oh my God.
Gay Chewbacca.
Sounds like my cat in
Ay, señor.
I'll take it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We're going to try to stab them to death. That's exactly it. Just potato.
You'll never starve us to death, as you say it. You guys are always doing stupid shit, so no matter what you do, you got to give us content to debunk you and make you look like fools, because that you do well. I'll give you that. You're good at making an ass out of yourself.
Imagínate con la, imagínate yo hago eso con la lengua, huh?
Oh my God.
I already did.
Like, I can't remember his name, that new auditor that's in here. And he started to start new. He came here to get some information and he plugged in his channel. And, you know, he wants to grow, and that's what it should be about. Bringing the auditors here and his channel.
Yep.
LT, can you stop making that much noise, young man?
That's not me.
Who's that?
No.
Was that my torture
Somebody
guy?
smoking hookah.
That's gotta be Six Banger.
That's 6 banger.
Yeah.
Not me.
You enjoy your stuff there, man. But like I said, you know, now I lost my train of thought. Banger got me high. I'm sorry.
You're the contact guy.
Yeah, lost my train of thought. I don't have no idea what I was saying. Oh yeah, so like that young man, he came and he plugged in his channel. You know, that's what it was all about from the get. You know, bring all your friends and get to know each other, and you know, make your channel grow. And talk about the Constitution. Talk about all these tyrants that are arresting people for no reason.
Yes, let's talk about the Constitution. You know, that thing that you guys like to cherry pick, along with Portrait 7, your favorite cherry pick materials. Yes, please do tell us about that.
Taking away your livelihood.
Jackie.
But instead it turned out to be the people in the channel taking people's livelihood.
Jackie,
What's up?
you said make what grow?
Your channel grow?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
I can say how many. I mean, since I've been with NNE, I've gotten at least 300 subscribers. I mean, here and there, just hanging out and plugging in my channel because I don't even have my auditing videos out there. But I know that's what I do, and you know, people have seen it. But there are a lot of good auditors that are starting, and they need a place to start. Not everybody starts off like FGB and Furry Potato and all these other.
Yeah, but once they start learning from you idiots, then they're going to go down the wrong rabbit hole. They're better off learning from someone else that actually knows what they're doing, because you guys surely don't.
right. Well,
Hey,
you know,
LT, man.
This thing is getting us all lifted.
I think LT and Google have to get a room.
I think so. I tell you, we should put our PayPal out there and just throw them in a room for a day.
Put them in a room
for
for
a day.
Wow.
It just let me correct that. It won't be for one day. At least a weekend.
That's not enough.
I heard it's the thing of breaking off your thingy. You know, you break it off.
It's still there after almost 50 years. So.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. We're gonna be having to put that sucker on the mantle. LT. The Yakita from News New England.
You bad girl.
You know we can see you, right, LT?
Yeah, I know. So what? I'm cleaning my teeth.
Yeah, okay, I'm making sure.
Wow.
I can see.
Yeah, that's real classy to clean your teeth on stream. Did these people's parents teach them any manners or morals for that matter?
So, what's the plans for the holidays? Let's just change it up. Let's talk about something else. You know, what's the plans for the holidays besides Halloween, which I feel bad for the kids, but
I hope to see a lot of people catching turkeys driving.
I
What
missed
did he
that.
What did he say?
just say?
I don't know. All I
I
heard
did
was,
not know.
I hope a bunch of auditors catch a bunch of turkeys driving police cars.
Oh,
no, my God. It's I don't know. I mean, for the holidays, I guess I don't know how difficult it's going to be because of the COVID. And I think just like probably immediate family, you can't have like everybody over. But what are you guys
It's going to
doing?
be kind of strange. We haven't been through anything like this, so it's going to be kind of weird.
It's so sad that they got the kids. You can't even take them out of the car. You gotta just drive up to the place and open up your trunk. Like kids don't understand that. Just like the older people in. I was reading an article for the elderly homes and stuff. The older people don't understand why their families stop visiting or they have to wear masks to see the family and stuff like that. So it's pretty sad. The kids don't understand why they can't get out of the car and walk around with their new costumes and stuff. It's sucky.
When I was younger and I'd hear older people talking about the good old days, I'd be like, what's so great about the good old days? And now I wish for the good old days where, Halloween could be Halloween and, and you remember you didn't have to worry about it. And then sometimes somebody put a razor blade in an apple and it ain't been the same since.
This guy, Officer Stop Resisting, is a complete tool. He's not going to last in this game at all. He's too stupid and too soft. I bet you I'm going to actually keep an eye on his channel. I bet you he gets arrested or detained a lot. He kind of gives me the sovereign citizen vibe as well.
Yeah, right. I mean, you're always going to have sick people out there. Oh, it saves me money for trick-or-treat candy this year. I'm such an ass.
Wow. Sit down and buy it and eat it yourself. Okay, so
I'm going to get some for myself. $20 for a bag. I'm like, I don't need candy that bad. Damn.
No. I mean, I like my sweets too, but I need my choppers.
Yeah, probably better than I don't have it anymore. Too fat as it is.
And I told my daughter, what kind of candy do you want? I'll just go buy you a few bags of candy because
you're much better off.
Hey, Marisol, are you gonna have dinner at Lulu's house this week? No?
I'm having dinner at her house.
You're having dinner at her house. What's she having for dinner?
We don't know yet.
How many of us can come?
It's already midnight. What are you gonna eat?
She's Latina. She's Latina. I'm sure she'll cook for everybody.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's usually how it is, Brian.
How many seats do you have?
Look at this guy trying to mac on her. Pathetic. He has no game.
Maybe I can come.
You can definitely come. It doesn't matter. We'll get extra seats if anything.
Lulu, tell him it's $19.95 a plate.
Wait, who said that?
Brian, you have to drive to Connecticut, and then from Connecticut, I'll drive you, and we'll go to Lulu's house. How's that sound?
There you go. I'll pick you up.
That sounds good to me.
She'll cook the dinner, and after y'all leave, I'll cook the breakfast in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
You can give her the snack after.
Hey, my
Ay,
name.
señor.
Hey, my name. I just see you down there. I'm sorry. Could you show me your face?
You want me to drop down so you can bring somebody?
Hey guys, guess
Uh-oh.
what?
What?
Brian, what are we
Yeah.
gonna start getting at like 3 o'clock in the morning in New England?
Snow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it sucks.
Horrible.
Yeah.
guys, I
Quiet.
no. I need someone to come shovel for me. I'm gonna have back surgery in a few weeks.
Just
Hey, Mike,
shovel
you
here.
know,
Oh my God. I won't be able to get out for a week.
So we need to find someone in my area, Brian, of New England. to come
It's not
shovel.
even gonna be that much snow.
I will send you no name over.
My name, where are you at?
Hey, Brian, do me a favor. Could you move Ramos in the big screen real quick?
Okay.
No.
Better you than me.
No, put it up a little bit.
Un
My name,
poquito.
where are you from? What town?
How much snow are you supposed to get in Maine, Brian?
I haven't noticed how much are we supposed to get.
I don't
think
know.
like
I
1
just
inch.
know that we're supposed to get more than you then.
How much are you getting?
2 to 3, but we always get more than that. It's where the area we're in. So
Mm-hmm.
it was a few inches more. Oh, there's Lulu.
Wow, Lulu, you really are beautiful. My God.
I like your
I didn't realize just how beautiful you were.
Wait, who's talking to me?
It's
Right.
a
Me.
secret.
No, Brian. Somebody said me. Who is that?
My name.
Oh, how are you?
Ay, babosa.
Baboso tú.
Ay, mi linda, qué linda.
Baboso tú. Baboso tú. Cuando yo te coja, tú vas a ser baboso.
Oh my God.
I like your decorations.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. It looks pretty.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
What does the pumpkin say on them back there?
Is it me, or does she seem like she's getting really uncomfortable with that guy?
Honestly, I really don't know.
LT. It says LT, man.
I bet it.
LT subtle.
Okay, you can take me off the big screen.
That's wicked funny, Jennifer.
Wait. You gotta get Marisol up there.
Marisol, get your ass over here.
There you go. There you go. That's what I was waiting for. The accent. There you go.
Oh my God, I hate that.
Dice, que se apura.
That what?
So hurry up, come here.
He's a creeper.
What?
That's the way you talk. Tell her, get your ass over here.
Oh, get your ass over here. Yes. They love it.
Oh my God.
Hi.
Hey.
What are you going up to me for?
So, is she single?
Marisol?
Yeah.
Very single. Very.
Very single. How old?
Diablo, mija. Hace años, ¿verdad, Marisol?
¿Cuántos años ella tiene?
Hace tiempo, Marisol, ¿verdad?
50.
No, I don't, liar.
You said no, don't say no, I'm not.
My name, are we going hunting for some men? We all can go together. We're gonna need snowplowers.
Yes.
She looks too young for any of them on here.
Yes,
No, I'm not hunting for anybody.
No, you got tired of it?
I'm all set.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm all set too.
I just want somebody to come shovel. I'll leave an envelope with money outside.
Yeah, that's what I say. But out here, they don't come and do it. You know, they want $100 for a little tiny piece.
Around here, you can get something for like 10 or 20
Get me
bucks.
off the big screen.
Well, yeah,
What
but
happened to the little kids that used to come and anymore?
Hold on. I gotta take a screenshot.
I live in a small town.
I gotta take a screenshot. Hold up.
Wait, let me get closer.
All right. Hold up. Ready? Hold up.
She's gonna post for him. She's gonna love
No.
Lulu.
There you go. Then I'm gonna post it
Where you gonna post it?
all over the web.
All over the world.
Busted.
I'm good. Now they
Look
got
at those
you.
cereal eating dimples he's got. You can eat cereal off those things, LT.
Here we go again.
I'll be eating something else.
Cuidado,
He wants to eat something else. I just want cereal.
Mami está caliente.
Sí.
Very caliente.
Bien caliente.
Oh my God. So Brian, yeah, people already bashing you for just wanting to be live calm and without drama in your life.
I don't think that's ever going to happen, but I'm going to try.
No, but I'm just saying people are already trying to come at you saying, why throw in the flag or why throw up the flag? Why?
Well, we know why he threw in the flag, because his wife said she was going to leave him. So that's exactly why. But to him, this is like a drug, so he's not going to be gone for long. He's going to be sucked right back into it. I can guarantee you that. Mark my words on this.
Why throw in the
Yeah.
towel?
You should
And dude, like I said, sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes it's just like, whatever, man.
Yeah, my text is blowing up.
I thought you changed the subject, guys.
¿Qué le pasa?
No?
I thought you changed the subject away from
Brian.
Hi, James.
Now we're going to try it his way. If that doesn't work, we may have to change again.
Man, your speaker, your microphone is pretty bad, KY.
Trying to see
Yeah, it's real scratchy.
This is a work in progress.
You know what?
Let's go ahead a little bit.
So you're walking uphill and it's blowing at you, or whichever.
Trying to see if there's new people in there at all. But no, it looks like the same
Sticky
people.
got stuck.
People walk all over you and all that stuff. But
I had thought the furry came in there, but I guess
You're
not.
trying to chance being sick for $1.
You a chance to talk and so forth. So that
Somehow my boost got turned up to.
I mean, I can say KY Packer. People have gotten arrested, and he's gotten the word to me in less than an hour at least, because he's watching. There's a few people out there that watch, and they let each other know, and everybody knows somebody, and it gets back to the beginning. Everybody knows. So there are a lot of people we do emails, and we do little chats and messenger and stuff like that. We keep in touch. It's really important to have somebody like that.
just make sure you have a PayPal account, because a lot of times what ends up happening is if I need somebody to go, like for instance, if Jackie got thrown in jail, obviously I wouldn't drive out. I'd call No Name. No Name is only an hour away, about an hour away. I'd call No Name, say, No Name, I need you to go down and bail her out.
Yeah, I don't think No Name's going to really be talking to you much or even doing any favors. He's a little too butthurt right now.
I would PayPal the money to him. So you want to make sure you get a PayPal so that if somebody says, hey, I need you to go get so-and-so out of jail, that you can get the money PayPal to you immediately instead of you paying it and then waiting for the money to get sent. And the smartest thing that you can do, if you have the money, is always keep $300 to $400 somewhere in your wallet, in your car, somewhere, so that people can get to it, which is usually enough to cover a bail. I always tell people, have your own bail money in your pocket or something, or even just put it in your pocket and so forth. So when you go to jail, you can bail yourself out. Otherwise, you could wait for hours, but that's usually what I do. Is I usually like to make sure I have bail money on me. just in case. I hate to rely on, because I know there are so many motherfuckers that would love to just leave my ass in jail for the night.
How about instead of having to carry bail money around, how about just not do anything to get yourself arrested? Wouldn't that be the smarter choice? You know, save the money for your stepdaughter's education or something, not money that they'll have to be used to bail your ass out of jail. If your wife was smart, she'd leave your ass there. Just saying.
You can rely on me here.
Oh, with Sticky would leave my ass in there for a minute.
No.
I'd pick.
Yeah, Sticky's good people.
I'd drive a few hours, definitely. I mean, because that's
your microphone isn't on, KY.
I'd get you out before you had bail.
That was my middle son that popped in.
See, I shouldn't tell you, but I told my nephew, I probably told you the story. I said to my nephew, if you ever get OUI, don't call me. I'll leave you there for the night. But he got an OUI. He waited till morning to call me. He says, I knew you wouldn't come get me. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I would.
He believed you.
Oh, yeah, he did.
So he expects people to come get him out, but he'll leave a family member in jail? That doesn't make any sense at all. That just makes you look like a complete scumbag.
He believed me. Well, I wouldn't have. I would probably wouldn't have done it. So,
you would have felt bad.
Yeah, I didn't feel bad when he told me. I don't know. No,
Jail sucks.
I probably would.
Nobody should be in jail. People for profiting, right?
Yeah, I feel. Well, and the thing of it is now, a lot of the jails are being run by for-profit businesses now.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's their best interest to keep people inside the jail.
When I was stationed in Minnesota, my children decided to break curfew and go downtown, take the bus downtown right before curfew, and decided to go party with their friends. I got a call about 12:30 in the morning. Mr. Bibke, we've got your 2 kids down here to jail, and if you don't come get them, we're going to lock them up for the night. I said, they're your problem. I said, I've got a mission I'm heading on at 4 o'clock in the morning, and either you bring them home or they're yours for the night.
Yeah.
Wow. That blows me away. I'm sorry, but my kids did that. They would get punished at home, but I would come get them, not leave them in jail overnight. But maybe that's just me. I'm a different breed of person than most, but I wouldn't leave them there. I'd punish the shit out of them when they got home. They wouldn't probably leave the house for like 3 years or so, but I would never leave them in jail. That's not right. It doesn't sit well with me.
Nice.
They brought him home.
Well, I'm going to dip out of here, Brian. I appreciate your hospitality and allowing me to express my opinion from a viewer standpoint, and for the tips and tricks. And
OSR, run away while you can. Do not take any advice from these people. Trust me on that. You do not want to take any advice from them.
And the advice, and I've enjoyed visiting here with you guys.
The best advice I've got for you is keep your day job. That's the best.
Yeah, I mean, that's always got to come first, or I'd be on Jackie's panels in the morning.
Yeah, exactly.
Just so you know, that's what that activism network is all about. It's 20 major auditors got together and formed that. They're going to have training sessions. You can look at 200 hours of new videos every month.
I'm going to start charging them for sales, for advertising.
And if you want me to sponsor you, send me an email. I'll sponsor you for the first year. Any 5 people want me to sponsor them, I'll sponsor you for a year?
That's a very good question, Comfort Doll, and I don't know the answer. But then again, none of these guys would know logic if it bit them in the nose.
Who want to join that network?
I'll
That's
send
what
you
I'm
an
here for.
email. I'll send you an email. I got it from earlier, and
And it's on my tab, on my about tab also.
check
Is
it
that
out.
the website that they were talking about, KY?
What's that?
Is that website they were talking about with the auditors?
Yes, the Activision News Network.
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
on the internet.
They need to stop calling it news because they are not reporters. They are not journalists. They are not the media. No matter how much they like to think that they are, they're not. Not at all. They're just losers that don't have jobs and have nothing better to do in their life.
It's on Roku and it's soon to be on Fire Stick.
Yep. Okay, everybody. I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm wearing down quickly. I'm sitting here almost dozing off. Watching.
It's time for him to take his Geritol.
Absolutely, I usually am.
Awesome.
Saturday. You said that's what
Saturday,
day after
I'll
tomorrow.
have somebody email you. What's his face? You know.
Yeah, but where are we going to meet? Over your way.
I'll have what's his face email.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Sounds good.
We'll figure it all out. Meet Saturday.
Later,
Sounds
Jackie.
good to me.
Later, Bone Bangers.
See you,
Later, Packer
everybody.
fans.
Okay, Officer
Thanks
Stalker.
again, Brian.
Love you guys.
So everybody, please,
See
if
ya.
you have a chance, go over to Officer Stop Resisting and over to Jackie's Good Citizen Green and
Thank you for
KY Packer. Make sure you run over there and subscribe. Good people are hard to find, and these good people need your help. So
If you
thank
go to
you
my
much.
discussion tab, that's where I list all the federal laws and case law. So
Yes.
if you want to learn that, it's all in my discussion tab. You just have to open up on the bottom of each paragraph.
Yeah, you want to get used to reading case law because that'll keep you out of trouble more than anything else. Is to be able to have in your head good case law for different stuff.
Thank you, NH Chicky, for becoming a member. I really appreciate it. Welcome.
You know, it's like Terry
Good
B.
night,
Ohio.
everybody. Good night, everybody in the chat.
Yep.
Night. Take
Okay,
it easy,
good night.
six banger, Brian.
All right, man.
KY.
All right, 6 man, KY, everybody.
All right, we'll see y'all later.
Ciao.
Isn't it a lot nicer, Brian, to go to bed with your nice and calm and blood pressure low,
Amen. Amen, brother.
peace of mind,
So is it a better show tonight?
much better show.
That's
And I think this is the right. To hell if they don't have good content. I don't care.
As you can see, there's a few people who don't like the idea of it. Oh,
Well, you can't please everybody, but
No.
in my heart,
I love that when they say, "Oh, they have no good content." Yeah, we do. I mean, look at all our views on the channel. If we didn't have good content, we wouldn't get the views that we do. We don't steal content. It's all under fair use because we actually do commentary on it, so we're changing it up. So their argument there is invalid as usual.
I have the same feeling you do. This is the right way to go. Take the high road, not the
Yeah.
low road.
It's not their family that's getting. Okay, everybody, I'll talk to you later. You have a good one and take it easy. Stay healthy. Bye.
All right.
Ugh. Well, thank you, Lydia, for becoming a member. I really appreciate it and welcome. Before I go, one final thing. If I could find it again. AZ from Masshole Report did a little video, her take on this whole thing with Brian. I wanted to share it with you guys before I call it a night. So let's go ahead and watch that.
I can't fucking see. I need medical. Ah!
Well, I've had several of my subscribers come to me and say, hey, Brian, stuff's got to stop. We have to put an end to this bickering and arguing and everything. And, you know, people going to people's mothers' houses and doing all this crap. And we don't see any of them standing up and saying, that's it, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. And they said that they thought that I was probably man enough to do that. But when people come to you and say that they think that you're man enough to do it, and they don't think others are, it kind of puts you in a spot. And they did. They put me in a spot where it was time to open my eyes and see what's going on. To see who's winning and who's losing. And I can tell you right now, thank you, Elaine Rose, I love you too. And I can tell you right now, there is no winner and there is no loser. There's only losers. Nobody wins because somebody gets hurt. Somebody's gonna get hurt. I can tell you that right now. If this continues, somebody is gonna get hurt. Somebody's gonna show up to my driveway and they're gonna come up my driveway and I or myself are gonna feel threatened. And I have only one approach, and everybody knows I have firearms and I'll use them. And I don't want to. I just say it, my 85-year-old mother's better, probably as good a shot as any. Somebody come in her driveway without announcing, she'd probably do the same thing. And I'm sure that probably Bird would do the same thing, because he's a gun man also. And it's just ridiculous to get to that point. I think my subscribers are right. I think that Shannon was right. Wife of Massel. She said the other day that she thought that I was the one that needed to do it because nobody else probably would do it. You know, when people say, somebody says that to you, you know, it wakes you up and you start to think, you know, okay, well, what have I gotten out of this so far? What, you know, what have I, you know, what's the advantage that I've gotten out of it? What's the disadvantage that I've gotten out of it? You know, and there's, you know, there is no advantage. It's all you're doing is doxing this one, that one, and you've got people. It's just ridiculous.
It is.
You know, who started it? I don't care who started it.
Oh, you don't. Oh,
Was it?
Stop right there. You don't care who started it, bro. You started it when you showed up to Kate's house with no name, like two crazy lunatics. You started it. You brought this real life. You did. You started it. So don't act like you're some big man right now, you know, ending all this. You're the only one that started it.
Before I gave a shit, now I don't give a shit.
Good.
It's just gotten to the point where I see that my subscribers, and those are the people that I answer to, are my subscribers want to see it stop.
Yeah, and yesterday dude said, I'm not stopping till Kate's in jail. What Kate would possibly go to jail for, I don't know, but yesterday he had a completely different tune. Not that there's a problem with this tune, because this is the tune he should have had from the jump, but still.
And I've listened to the majority of my subscribers, and it's time I say it stops on my side. You know, was I willing to keep going? Believe me, I was more than willing to keep going. My subscribers want to see it stop. And I've listened to the majority of my subscribers, and it's time I say it stops on my side.
Your side,
you know,
your side. Did anyone from Massel Report go to your house? Did they? I'm just wondering. Anybody? Did Massel Report go to Brian's house? No, definitely not.
Was I willing to keep going? Believe me, I was more than willing to keep going. it was to the point of where, I'd have gone as long as it took.
Took for what?
And then a couple of my subscribers, I guess, got a chance to sit me down and make me listen for a minute. And so I guess if who you want to say his idea this is, it's probably Massel's wife, or wife of Massel, whatever you want to call her.
Maslow's wife is the same chick who spent 6 hours talking about how doxing is wrong and somebody's gonna get hurt. And what did she do last night after spending 6 hours talking about how wrong it is? She doxed my location and talked about my kid, her age, what city I live in. After talking for hours about how it's wrong. This is your inspiration? Like, what fucking planet is this? Anyways.
A couple others. Banana Anna. D Johns. Knew me. Some of them that said, look, Brian, it's not going to end good.
What about your family?
It's not going to end good.
What about them? They didn't inspire you?
And they're right.
The protection of your family didn't inspire you? Some internet people you don't know did? The same internet people, especially Maslow's wife, who live this hypocritical existence? Wow.
Because I know how far that each one is willing to take it. So I officially can say right now I'm done. I'm not gonna press things. I'm not gonna go and do the things that I had planned, and some of them were not very good things. I'll tell you right now. So,
bro, if internet people get to you that bad, where you were planning on doing bad things, you probably should take a break from the internet. Okay? Because nobody on this side was driving to Maine. Nobody on this side was planning to do bad things.
That's it. Now, if they want to continue, that's up to them. I'm not telling them that they have to stop. I'm not telling them, I stopped, so you have to. Hey, guys, I stopped. No, I'm telling you I've stopped. If they want to continue what they're doing, then that's they have to answer to their subscribers, I guess. If their subscribers want them to continue, then they will, they will be the ones that have to answer to the subscribers.
I'm pretty sure that with or without subscribers, our moral high ground stands on the edge of not showing up at people's houses. That's just me, though. I can't speak for anybody else besides myself.
At some point in time, you have to realize that I'm doing this for my subscribers. I'm not doing this for myself. There's not enough money in this. I get maybe $200 a month.
Yeah, okay.
And I spend Maslow's wife. I hope you heard half of this at least. And I probably spend $200 a month. I mean, I spend $200 a week on crap, and not probably a week, probably $200 every 2 weeks. So I'm making a big amount of money, so it's not worth it, God.
What the fuck are you saying?
What am I saying?
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm done. That's my wife. Can I see your face? There you are.
You're done what?
I'm done fighting. I'm done with this shit that's going on. I'm not going to be going after this one, going after that one, and it's shit.
It's exhausting, doesn't it?
Oh my God, dude. All right, peace.
This is getting to the point where, somebody's going to get hurt. Because if somebody came to my driveway...
Yeah, that's what happens when you show up on people's property. They get hurt. It was a bad move. That's on you. If anything, you should be apologizing. You shouldn't be acting like you're doing everybody a favor. You should be apologizing. You should be sorry for the way you acted. The way you acted is sorry. You don't do that. There's some lines you don't cross on the online world, and showing up at someone's house and antagonizing them for hours is ridiculous. You have a walker. You're not in good, healthy condition, bro, to be even getting yourself that wound up. Let's face it. You're not. At the end of the day, you're not. You're not some young buck, you know. You're an old dude with a walker in a medical condition. You should be thinking about your family. Fuck Maxwell's wife. What about your family? What about them? You're worried about your subscribers, this, that, and the other thing. Let me tell you something. I can only speak for myself. I don't know, and I'm in the inner circle. I don't know if anybody called anybody's work, okay? And if they have, that's on them, because that's stupid in itself. Nobody should be calling anybody's work. And you know that Keith doesn't condone that shit. You know that. I'm glad that you made the right move to shut down the war that you started that we never participated in. Good job, Brian.
She does a good job. I like her style. She's good, but she's one you do not want to mess with. She'll put you in your place. All right, but I think I'm going to get out of here too. I'm a little tired. It's 2 a.m. here, and I got to get at least some sleep. So I want to thank everyone for hanging out. I hope you all enjoyed it. And I'm working on a video. It should be out sometime this weekend. It's everyone's favorite frauditor, PayPal Patty. Her channel, I'll put it in the... That is AZ's channel. If you want to go ahead and click the link and subscribe, she does really good work. All right, everybody, have a good night. Again, thank you all for hanging out. I love hanging out with you guys. We had an awesome time. Oh, and I'm out of here. Later, guys.